I heard him on the wrap-up show, and he gets defensive. It's weird. It's weird, that whole wrap-up show thing, because he gets defensive and people aren't even goofing on him. I don't know what's going on with him.
Dude.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, here it is.
You don't have to say it to her all the time. Howard is asking, are you in love with her? And either you are or you aren't.
Well, I said it a few times, so what does that mean? Do I have to keep repeating it? It's not like I'm not...
But John, are you in love with your wife?
Absolutely.
Right, that's the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
So are you in love with Steph?
I like her a lot.
See, when you say that, Ronnie, it sounds to me like you're keeping your options open.
No, I'm not keeping... no. Right, I'm with her right now, okay? Not with her. I always question her. See, I have this hang-up, and I talk to my shrink about this, okay? I have this hang-up. Why is she with me?
And what does she say?
Because she loves me.
He goes, I question whether she loves me, because I think sometimes he thinks he's me. You know how people always rap about, like, because am I famous, that's why Beth's with me? But he's nobody. You know what I mean? Like, he goes, I question why she's with me.
Yeah, there are a lot of women who've wanted to be with Ronnie for...
If anybody really, to get something. If he doesn't even understand the question. If he really listened to the question, you question why she wants to be... If any woman ever really loves someone, it's you. You're not famous. You're not,
I
a rich man.
That, but I still have that hang up because I saw shit that my father went through, okay?
Where'd your father go?
Not you, my father.
No,
it's
me.
not you, dude.
It's me.
No, my father.
No.
Not you.
It's not
and
your
you,
father.
Don't you say a word to me, okay?
Who?
Because you, whenever something is going on, you know how to attack me.
Robin?
And I say whatever or whatever it is. and you contradict me, whatever I say. You know what? You, when you're under the gun from him, all you do is sit there and laugh. You can't answer either. You got no comeback to him either. So don't even go there with me with anything.
What has this got to do with me and you?
Because I was listening to this shit.
He's nuts.
Because I was listening to this
nuts.
shit. I am
You're fucking nuts. You really are.
I am fucking nuts.
I was laughing.
Everybody fucking here is out of their fucking minds.
You're nuts.
Everybody who works here is nuts.
Ronnie,
in their own
the guy
fucking
asked
way,
you
okay?
a question. Why can't you say you love Stephanie?
And it's got nothing to do with you. Why do I think it's? Why right away you think it's you?
Because you just gave it.
I said shit with
my
father,
you want the
not
answer?
with you.
It's not your father.
Yes, it is.
Your father was famous?
No, I'm not famous.
The woman your father was with wasn't after his money. He had no fucking money.
How do you know?
Because I know. Where's his money? He had nothing. I know where he lived. He had shit.
But still.
You're comparing yourself to me.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You question whether she loves you? What do you have? She's not a gold digger.
What is she with you for then?
Yeah.
Don't talk.
Don't talk.
I'm
just a good question.
You can talk.
All right, I'll talk. I'll ask the same question.
Don't talk.
Ronnie, you question why your girlfriend is with you.
That's just my hang-up, okay? I'm sorry.
What do you have that she's after? You got nothing.
What is she with you for if it's not because she
loves you? You're not a millionaire. You're not famous. She's not. What is she after? You're comparing yourself to me.
No, I'm
not. That's what people
Why
say about me. They go, oh, Beth's with him because he's famous and he's rich.
Please,
what are you? Well, why do you mean you question why Stephanie's with you? You're a fucking limo driver.
Yeah, okay.
She loves you.
How do you know? How do you know she really loves me?
She loves you because she's not after anything.
It's fucking words. That's all it is.
What, is she after money?
Does she want you for your car?
I don't know
what do you think she's after?
I don't know if she's after anything. It's just something in my head.
Okay, so in your mind, what do you think she could be after?
You. Right away,
what is she after?
Nobody, everything doesn't surround around you with me, okay?
What does she think you're after? Your apartment?
Those Playboy mud flaps?
Stop it now.
That big tire in your basement?
Yeah.
What do you think she'd be after?
Why do you think it's you, though? It's not you.
You're not listening again. This is why you're funny. You don't even know why you're funny.
I'm not funny.
I'm
not funny.
You say she's after you for something. That's your fear.
I don't.
What is it she could be after? You're comparing yourself to me. Yeah, in my case, someone could be after something. What's she after?
I'm not comparing myself to you.
15 bottles of Mambo? What is she after?
I'm not comparing myself to you.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
It's got nothing to do with your father.
What has she gained? What has she gained?
Tell me this.
The woman who was with your father. Was it after anything?
Yes, she was.
Okay, what was she after?
Whatever money he did have,
money,
she was
he had
after.
3 cents, that guy.
Boy,
Whatever.
Yeah, she's a real gold digger.
She was digging her way right to the middle.
I discussed this with Stephanie. She knows all about it, okay?
I'm not
it's
even
not
criticizing
about you.
Of course it is.
Oh, God, why is everything
why can't
about
you see
you?
It? Because you're putting yourself in my position.
No, I'm not.
What? What is she after?
Dude,
she could date a police officer and have the same thing.
I'm telling you how I feel.
She could date a pizza delivery
guy. It's not about
guy.
you. It's about what I saw my own man go through, and you keep telling me it's about you.
Stick with me, and I'll show you every Rick's Cabaret.
What has she gotten out of this?
In other words, what could she get out of being with you?
I don't know.
Money?
What has she been grasping at so far that you still have this feeling?
She's a young, pretty girl. She could get a lot of richer guys than you. You're not exactly the richest guy on the planet.
Is she pushing you to do something?
No, absolutely not.
Then it doesn't seem like she wants anything.
So then why would you make this statement that...
Because it's just something in my head, Howard. That's all it is.
But that's not your situation. Of course she loves you. You're a limo driver. You're not David Arquette.
I didn't say I was David. I didn't say that. Did I say that?
In other words, you're a working man. You're a hard-working man.
Yeah, okay.
What is she going to get out of being with you?
I don't know.
What's she going to
it's
inherit?
Just something in my head, okay?
And she's hanging out so long to get it.
He goes, I always question whether she really loves me. I think he thinks he's famous like me. That's the only thing I can think. Right, Robin?
Well, I'm trying to think. Does she go around telling everybody she's Ronnie's girlfriend? And
you know who I go out with?
Doors open.
Yeah, she goes, you know who I go out with? Ronnie, the limo driver. You know what everyone's reaction is?
So
you're after his fame and wealth.
Right. Oh, come on in. Let's close down the store because you're here.
Yeah, Pretty Woman. Let's go on a Pretty Woman shopping spree. You got all that Ronnie money.
Oh my God, Jesus! I can't. You ask me a question and I answer it, and it's not good enough for you.
I don't know if you know this, but my boyfriend is verified on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah.
With 74,000 followers. Wow.
I'm after his verification.
You know, he's
Stop
verified.
it, man. You know why?
You don't even hear the question.
Yeah, but I'm
I
trying
hear you on
to.
the wrap-up
I'm
show.
trying to answer you.
But it's a ridiculous answer.
Well, that's my answer. It's not you. It's got nothing to do with you.
If she doesn't love you?
Call her and ask her. How many times have I said to her?
Are you secretly rich?
I mean,
maybe I am. Maybe I am.
I know he's not.
You don't know what I have. No, you don't know what I have.
I do know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Believe me, I know. I've seen everything.
Is he like a really wealthy guy who just decided, I'm going to drive a limo?
I'm going to drive a limo.
Cars.
Yes.
You know what? I didn't want to tell you this.
Go ahead.
Ronnie's worth $7 billion.
Right. Exactly.
That's why.
Right.
He's worried.
Actually, I own all 23 Rick's clubs.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Now
well, you act like you do.
Understand.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
He probably told her that.
Yeah. I didn't tell anybody anything of the sort. Now stop it.
All right.
I don't know why you don't get it through your head. It's just something that I have a feeling about. I'm sorry. God. And all you do is laugh.
I got it.
Okay?
Well,
when you're under the gun,
Look,
all you do is laugh.
Ronnie, your perception is so off that it's just...
Yeah,
it's funny.
I'm always wrong. I am always wrong.
Your
I know.
perceptions are so out the
I know.
Yeah,
out the
you're just
window.
off.
I'm fucking crazy.
I can't even explain.
I'm telling you, I'm fucking nuts.
All right, goodbye. You're annoying. You got to hear him on the wrap-up show.
Oh, my
It's the greatest.
Oh, I can't believe that he believes somebody's after him for... I still can't figure out what the for is.
And
for what?
He saw his father go through that. No, he didn't.
Father didn't go through anything.
His father was a divorced man. He had a girlfriend. She was devoted to him, even when he was ill. I remember. Listen, I know Ronnie all these years.
Well, that woman was hanging out, waiting until the bitter end.
And you should see what she got. I think
get what was there.
I think she inherited a $14,000 condo after putting in 30 years with him.
Oh, okay.
Own place. It's not like she's
whatever
poor,
whatever your doubts are, what would they be?
Wait, you got to hear this one.
Are you guys in a monogamous relationship?
Yeah, according to her, we are.
Do you feel like you're free to see other women?
No.
Okay, so
I'm not seeing anybody else now.
If you had sex with another woman, would you tell her?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to tell her. No, I'm not going to tell her.
Would that be considered cheating?
Yeah.
Okay, so
but I'm not. I didn't.
No, that's fine. That's what I'm just curious, like what you guys' boundaries are.
We don't have any boundaries.
Well, you have that boundary.
Wait, so you're both free to basically do what you want to do.
No.
He goes, he's crazy.
We don't have any boundaries, but I can't do this and I can't do that.
He's funny, man. He's the best on the show. Better than anyone.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. Not in that case, no.
In what case are you?
I don't.
Well, does that go both?
Leave me alone already.
Does that go
Okay.
both ways? Like, if you can sort of do your thing, can she do her thing? Are you comfortable with that?
No, she goes and hangs out, and she goes out with her friends. I don't know what she does.
Can I take her out?
No. He would be the last person.
And by the way, that has to do no matter how old she is.
Yeah.
Why did you call Howard out on
her mom?
On the age thing? You feel like he's picking on your age?
He always picks on my age. And you can't say he doesn't. He says he doesn't, but he does. He brings it up a lot.
You're the oldest guy on the show, so I think
Okay,
you bust your
fine.
balls about that.
Whatever. Yeah, but
Ronnie,
still.
again, like in junior high school, if you poke somebody and you see it bothers him, then you just keep poking.
I understand. But when I do it back to him, he doesn't like it.
Because it's his
He's
show.
old also, okay?
But not as old as you.
No, but
I don't
he's
point
still,
that out to you.
But he's still old. And he doesn't want to be old either. You think I enjoy being old? No. I'm just living my life, whatever's left of it.
I think
okay?
you're enjoying yourself very much.
I am. I had a great time in Florida. We had an awesome time.
Now,
It was one of the best vacations I've had in a long time.
when marriage came up, you said
That's definitely out.
But
I can tell you right here.
Hefner. He's Hugh Hefner.
No, he's still being you
Yeah, I
from
know.
a few years
right,
ago.
I know. He's still into that.
He's holding that prize of the Mund name.
Right.
No questions asked. That's out.
But the moving in thing is on the table.
It's a possibility. We've talked about it.
You've been together 4 years.
Yeah.
When you say marriage is out, like, because I know a lot of people say it, but they still say, okay, I want to become a couple, and I want to live together, and I want the idea to be everything the same as marriage, just not officially married. Is that what you mean?
Listen, if she moves in, that's it. There's no other relationship. There's nothing. There's not going to be engagements. There's not going to be put a ring on her finger for 10 years. There's not going to be any kind of
But the
diamond
idea,
ring.
but if she does
There's-
move in, the idea might be this is our lifelong partners.
as long as it might last.
Do you think at one point she may want that stuff, though, Ronnie?
What?
A ring?
She says no. And I told her it will be no. And if she insists, that it's going to be no, that she wants it eventually, then it's done.
Ah, she's a saint. I told her no.
Look at him.
But
Is
those guys on Bubba said he looks like that mustache is from a Civil War reenactment. Excuse me.
I guess he's Ron Perlman.
Right, not
Not
Ron
Munn.
Right. He's worried. He's worried she's after him for something.
Oh, boy.
What could she be after? She's with him. She's working 3 jobs, this girl. I know her.
Yeah.
She works her ass off. And he's worried that she doesn't love him.
I don't think the Munn name opens even his door. He has
Right.
to open
He's
it
worried.
himself.
I think he thinks he's famous and rich or something. He's living some sort of
Something
delusion.
he's got, and she's going to get it.
She's going to get
What are
it.
you talking about?
Why don't you just change your name to Howard?
She goes, what?
Howard. 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 Howard.
Why? Are you crazy? You're crazy.
Okay.
Listen, she has her own thing. She does her own thing. She
wants
works.
the Munn name.
She works 2 jobs.
I know. Believe me, I know.
You know?
She's a hard-working girl. She ain't getting anything out of being with you, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like a gold digger from the description.
Right. And she's not.
I can see that.
I think she just wants to be. I think she just wants to be a Munn. Because you know
I
how.
don't get you, man. I really don't. I don't. It's
I know you don't.
It's really something that's in my fucking head. I'm sorry. It's got nothing to do with you.
Sure. I understand.
I told you about this a long time ago.
Yeah. You did? I forgot. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
don't tell me we didn't talk about this.
All right.
We did.
Okay.
And you agreed with him?
Years
You were in
ago.
The car.
Years ago.
He's driving. I don't want to crash.
afraid.
He'll drive me into a lake, and I can't get
You know
out.
what? You know what? He's so full of shit because we talk about stuff all the time, and he'll deny it from now until next year. Okay?
I'm not denying anything. Who knows what you say?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
She's
Fine.
still trying
Fine.
to make it out.
She ain't a gold digger. She's a dirt digger. Because believe me, you got nothing. I don't know what you're worried about. You don't have some mass fortune that she's
It's got
after.
nothing to do with that.
So why do you think she'd be with you if she didn't love you? What is
don't
she in?
know.
What do you think she's looking for?
Yeah, she's
I
not
don't. I don't
It can't
know.
be the Munn name. The Munn name closes doors. It doesn't
Right,
open doors.
Yeah.
Listen. I don't
People
know.
hear Munn, they close the door.
Where in the world is he such a big shot?
I don't. Maybe
I'm
the
not.
Rick's
I didn't
Cabaret.
say I was a big shot. When did I say
At
I
Rick's
was a big shot?
Cabaret, he
What
walks
is she
in.
No, I
getting
didn't
out
say-
of-
when
she
did I
walks
say it was a
around
big shot?
bragging that this is her man?
My man is
Ricky,
listen, I don't
Ricky
love
man.
him. I don't
He's
love
Ricky
him,
man.
but when he dies, I'm going to inherit his empire.
Right. I mean, she's sitting there. She's talking about what a wonderful lover you are. She really enjoys being
I
with
understand
you.
that. She's a great kid. She's a great girl, man.
Kid.
That's what's cool about it.
You're a good kid.
Hey, kid, get over here.
Stop
One
it.
day you play your cards right, you'll inherit my nothing.
Right, you'll inherit this.
My
just-
NASCAR memorabilia.
You just don't get it. Sorry.
What don't I get?
Nothing.
What
we
am I
can't
missing?
get it.
I'm leaving.
What is she after?
I didn't say she was after
You
anything.
said you don't. You said you don't think she loves you.
I have
I
a
said I didn't.
question.
I said
You question
I
it.
question it.
Right. So what would she be after?
When will you get
I
an
didn't.
answer?
I didn't say she was after
in
anything.
your fantasies, why is she there? Since she
I
doesn't
don't
love you.
know. That's what I'm trying to figure
I
out in my
wanna know
head.
what you think you've got that somebody's going to give
I
up
don't-
their entire life for.
I didn't say that.
All right.
I didn't say that.
I really got to know what.
Yeah,
what
I'm
you think
depressed now.
They're after.
Maybe I should go take some.
How
what is
many
that?
other women
Let me
are
drink
after?
some of that shit. What did you drink? I want to
How
know.
many
I
other
want to drink
women
some.
are after Ronnie?
Nobody.
Maybe did you copyright that phrase topless?
No, I
T-O-P-L-E?
did not. No, I
so
didn't.
She can't even inherit
no,
that.
I didn't. I didn't.
Because dating Ronnie is her stepping stone to nowhere.
Topless.
To topless.
Who said she was is a stepping stone
That's
for
what I'm
anything?
saying.
This is what you're saying that this is what's
It's
going
got-
on.
but it's got
That
nothing
she
to
must
do
be
with that.
into you because of where she can get or
No,
what
I
she
never
can get.
said that. I never said that. Did I ever say that?
Yes, you said I have a question of why she's with me.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't say that she's into it for getting money or whatever.
what would she be
I
into
don't
it for?
know.
What could she be into it
Oh
for?
my God,
Well,
man.
he does have a lot of Twitter followers.
Yeah, she's going to inherit all of them.
Do you go everywhere and people go, "Hey, there's Ronnie, the limo driver"? I mean, maybe that's what she's
it happens. It happens. It does happen
after.
when we're out.
Right. So maybe that's what she's after.
Yeah,
in your mind.
exactly.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. She wants to be.
Yeah. No,
you're
it's
so
not.
famous.
I didn't say that. I never
Then
said
what could
that.
it be? How could you?
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
You
That's
got
it.
nothing.
So why would she be after? All right.
We
Listen.
all agree on that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
before
you.
Nancy calls in and says she's sick of hearing me, let me go. You know the girl from yesterday?
All right.
All right. She doesn't like it. I'm
You know,
leaving.
Ronnie has like over 600 Skull T-shirts. Maybe that's what she's after.
600.
Yeah.
God, Lord.
This is what I deal with all day. He drives me around. He's going to lock up the windows and drive me into a lake. and you're going to be laughing. Playing?
The nickname game.
This is too easy. Go ahead.
She calls him my love, which he hates, and he calls her baby girl.
Oh, that's Ronnie.
Yeah, exactly.
No. He's being literal. I don't know.
But I love that he hates that.
I think, hey, he doesn't know her name and he thinks she's a baby girl.
But she says she calls him my love, and he hates that. I don't know why would he hate that.
Because he's ill. And his thought process is so paranoid and jumbled that it's almost criminal. Like he went berserk yesterday because, right? I bet you he had a fight with her last night.
You should go to the wrap-up show, Howard.
Yeah.
Him and Lieberman really. I thought I couldn't tell, but he's very upset with Lieberman. In his mind, Lieberman has crossed a line because he talks to his girlfriend.
He is the Taliban.
No, Ronnie should have been like one of like a mafia guy. That's how they think. They make these leaps.
He broke. In fact, Ronnie's exact words were Lieberman broke the man code.
Ronnie doesn't know anything about the man
There is no
code.
man code. It's the Ronnie code.
Right. Where is that?
Gary
on the
page 2.
Yeah. Ronnie's thought process is so jumbled that sometimes I have to sit him down and actually
Can you really
explain the
call it
world.
a thought process?
Oh, okay, fair enough. What page? I mean, what Ronnie? There's a bunch of Ronnie. Which one?
Let me see.
3, 4, or 5?
John?
Ronnie thinks Lieberman wants to bang Stephanie.
Well, you can play them all. Start with that one. Should John have come to you and said, Ronnie, I want to let you know Stephanie and I talk, and these are some of the topics we discuss?
He shouldn't be, there's no reason for me to be in his mouth with my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, that's like, you've spoken to my girlfriend about me before, correct?
No, she spoke to me about you.
You've spoken together.
I didn't bring it up.
It's like arguing with a plant. There's no arguing with him. His thought process is so paranoid. You know, whenever we do the psychological test, Ronnie's almost like a mass murderer. What did they say about him?
Well, they always say he's paranoid.
Paranoid, and it's just weird. His whole thought. Like what did John do? Talk to his girlfriend?
Yeah, it seemed to me like to not be a big deal. Like they had a discussion.
Oh, I guarantee you, Ronnie went home and started one of his freaky thought processes with that girlfriend.
Well, I think there was probably somebody got a talking to last night, is
Yeah.
my guess, and it wasn't pleasant.
If she's lucky, Ronnie was so rude to her that she'll leave him.
I didn't bring it up.
I didn't bring it up either. We were chatting. It comes up.
Yeah. You made it pretty clear how you wanted to fuck her a long time ago anyway when you were drunk, so let's get that clear.
What?
Let's get that out on the table. I mean, you want to go there, we'll go there.
Go where? Where are we going?
That's an expression Ronnie heard. I forget who used to say, "You want to go there, we'll go there." But all this is like what Ronnie hears guys saying.
Yeah, it's almost, now that I'm listening to it, it is like talking to the Godfather.
Yeah.
That's a big wrap-up show thing, by the way. You want to go down that road? You want to go down that road?
Yeah,
and no one ever does.
Right.
No, it's clear. I mean, it was clear.
It is not clear.
Yeah, okay, it's very clear, but okay.
I can't be friendly with your girlfriend?
I didn't say that. There's nothing wrong
And
with
I've been nothing but nice to your girlfriend.
it. Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, sure.
No, correct.
Correct.
Tell the group.
Sure.
No,
Yeah,
you want to
correct.
go there? Tell the group.
I'm telling
I've
you.
helped her with some opportunities. I've
Right.
been very nice to
Yeah.
her. And it's not because I want to sleep with her.
Okay. All right.
What?
Whatever you say.
Clip 4 is the one to go with. He's this is where Ronnie really lets him have it.
This is where they go there.
Well, Ronnie calls him a bunch of names.
You're so infatuated with me and what's going on with my life, I guess, that you have to know what's
I'm
going on.
infatuated with you. I'm making
Dad, you have to
small
sit there-
talk with
small
your
talk.
girlfriend.
No,
I'm a
small,
Don't make small talk with Ronnie or his girlfriend, because Ronnie will misconstrue it. I know that about Ron. I love him, but I know how to handle him. It's like
Obviously, John Lieberman doesn't.
No one really. You got to really spend time with Ronnie to know how to handle him.
talking about me behind my... No, that's not being a reporter when you're out at a social event or in a restaurant.
Small talking?
Or a restaurant for me. You're not a fucking reporter. But obviously, now I do know that you are a fucking reporter all the time, and I will not talk to you about certain things.
Did you cross a line here, John?
Absolutely not. My point about
'Cause you're
saying I'm a
you're
reporter
you're a
is
fucking pussy.
that we were,
You're a fucking pussy by doing that. Okay? You break man code by doing shit like that.
by talking
You're like
to
a
your
woman.
girlfriend
I
at
told-
an event.
Dude,
Oh my God!
Jeez,
How long did
and
that go
voice.
on? Oh, that voice.
A bit of time.
Yeah. Why doesn't he calm down at that block party? I mean, he gets on the air. Don't put him on the air today and tomorrow. I mean, listen to that voice.
Well, we were saying everybody went to the block party,
Right.
and he's the one who came back sounding like that.
Oh, every weekend.
Shuli said that, and I give Ronnie credit for this because what is he, 60-something years old?
Right.
Shuli says he has endless energy.
Yeah.
And he says he just goes and never stops.
Retard strength.
And he just never stops.
Yeah, but his voice does.
So did he go home and yell at his girlfriend?
I don't know. Ronnie, you out here? Downstairs.
Might be doing something.
Yeah, avoiding you.
Avoiding me. Ron, real quick, did you beat your girlfriend when you got home? What? Wait a second. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, I didn't beat my girlfriend.
No? Everything all right on that front?
Yeah. I found out Lieberman was like trying to get to my fucking head, supposedly.
So you had to talk with her.
No, I asked her what happened.
Right.
And she said she never really said any of that shit to him, that he was fucking just trying to get to me. But, you know,
And he did.
he wants to be a washwoman. It's okay with me.
How did you discipline her?
I didn't. Stop it.
I love he's the calm Ronnie.
Calm Ronnie.
No, I didn't.
Like you were all worked up. What did Lieberman do wrong? He spoke to her?
He spoke to her, and she said that Ronnie's tired.
Yeah, and that she needs a younger guy. You know.
Here's Lieberman.
Yeah. Lieberman.
Lieberman always said he was speculating about the younger guy.
What is that?
I'm done with him. I don't want to talk to him.
Oh my
He's an
God.
asshole. He really is an asshole.
John, what did you do?
I mean, what he did yesterday is the stupidest thing ever.
Did he break the man
trying to get to me like that, telling me lies like that.
What lies did I tell you?
She never said that, dude.
She said on the air yesterday that
No,
she
she-
said that when she called in.
No, she didn't. She didn't say that. She said I was tired.
Yes, she
And that
absolutely
she wanted
did.
a younger man. You fucking
The
idiot.
younger man thing I was
You're
joking
a
about.
fucking idiot. Go play with your own girlfriend. Don't worry about mine, okay?
Well, don't call me a liar. I'm not
You
a
are
liar.
a liar.
And
You are
and
a fucking liar.
Don't call me any more
And
names.
you're
I
a
don't
fucking liar.
appreciate
You're
you
a fucking
on the
liar.
wrap-up show
I don't give a
personally
shit.
attacking me.
That's right. Too bad, man. Don't attack me.
How did I attack you?
And
You're blaming me for your girlfriend.
I go out
Howard,
to
here's
dinner
the
with this
thing.
guy.
In all fairness.
I go
You know
out
what?
to, wait a minute.
But
I go out
she
to dinner with this fucking asshole,
Yeah.
and he's telling me how he's putting information together. He's a reporter 24/7.
What?
That's what he tells me.
Ronnie,
Yeah.
Ronnie, you're not smart enough to understand what I actually
You're a
said.
fucking, I know
you
exactly
take what I
you
say
said,
and you
moron.
misconstrue it.
No, I know exactly what you said.
Okay, Howard, I'm not going to have this argument with Ronnie because
I'm
it
gathering
doesn't.
information. That's what you told me. That's my job.
He's making it like I filled out the form and said I wanted to sleep with Stephanie. He's angry. You're channeling your anger toward me. Your girlfriend filled out. Your girlfriend filled out the form.
You fucking lying motherfucker. That's what I'm angry at.
I don't call you names, do I?
I'll call you whatever I feel like fucking calling you.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, I will.
You will not.
What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Oh, now you're threatening me?
No, I asked you what you're going to do about it.
You act like
You're
a 2-year-old.
fucking idiot.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
How am I?
How is he an idiot?
Wait, you think I'm an idiot?
Yeah, I do.
What right do you have to call me an
I can say whatever
idiot?
the fuck I want, just
you
like
can?
you can. Just like you can.
I have never once called you a name, Ronnie.
Well,
I have never once criticized
fucking talk
your
to me. Stay away
intelligence.
from me. Stay the fuck away
He's
from me.
been very, very cordial.
I will
with
talk to you in the course of my job.
You're calling him
talk to me
names.
in the course of my job.
I
Your
said,
job.
I said I will talk to you in the course of my job.
At a fucking restaurant, that's your fucking job.
That's not what we're talking
No,
about,
that's
Ronnie.
what we are
You said
talking
do not
about.
speak to you, and I said I have to speak to you in the course of my job to ask you questions.
Fine.
And in fact, why don't you
Well,
go
then you
ask
do that.
anybody
You
out
do
there?
that.
You're belligerent to me on a daily basis out there when
You
I'm
are.
trying to
I've
ask
seen
you
you.
questions.
I've
Not
seen
to
that.
mention bumping me in the hallway. Do you remember doing that the other
bumping-
day?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Bumping- Oh, you can't take a little joking around. Now all of a sudden, you're
Now
Mr.
I
fucking-
can't take
yeah,
joking?
Okay.
All right. Well,
Whatever.
you can't take joking either.
Yeah, I'm done with him.
You can't take joking either.
Yeah, okay, I'm
you shouldn't
done.
be bumping people in
I'm
the hall.
done. I'm done.
I love how he takes off the headphones. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
done.
done. He takes something.
I'm done. I'm done.
John,
I'm not going down that road.
he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy.
Well,
stopping the clock.
he resorts to personal attacks. I'm an idiot.
I'm not a
I'm a
fucking tough guy.
washwoman.
I'm not a fucking tough guy, okay?
You sound like a tough guy.
No, I don't fucking feel what he did yesterday was fucking idiotic.
I
Can you
feel he did
explain
anything.
what
No.
did I do?
You fucking lied.
How? What did I lie
What
about?
you said.
Well,
What?
you did say he was tired. That
Which
his
is
girl-
true. She told me that, and she said on the air that. When we were talking, she said, Ronnie's been traveling around. This was a few months ago.
Are
We
you
went
gonna
through
try-
this.
Are you going to fuck Stephanie?
No,
All right,
that's a
good.
ridiculous
I'm, just
question.
saying, I'm putting it all out there, man. You want to go there? I'll go there.
Okay, let's go there.
You want to go there?
Let's go down that road.
Ronnie,
There he goes again.
where you,
What road are you fucking going down?
you want to go down that road?
Huh?
Huh?
I have nothing personal
There it is.
against you.
Yeah, you do.
But all you do is
Obviously,
call
you're
me
a
names.
jealous motherfucker.
I'm jealous
think
of
he-
you?
No, not of me.
Do you think he is jealous? Honestly.
Well, why is he fucking on my case like that? For what?
How
What
am
was
I?
the purpose?
Well,
what was the purpose?
he was dragged into this when your
Yeah, okay,
girlfriend-
fine. That's fine. Okay?
Right.
She picked it. She wrote it. I don't give a shit about that part of it.
Okay.
He doesn't have to be an asshole and say, "Oh, well, of course she always tells me she wants a younger man." Fuck
He
you,
never
dude.
said that.
I'll run rings around
Well-
you any day of the week.
Okay, Ronnie.
Okay.
Can you fuck better than him, you think?
Yeah, any day.
All
I'll
right.
fuck his girlfriend. She'll be standing. Her fucking hair will be standing up.
Oh, that's
Talking
nice.
about the hair
That's
on,
right.
Are you talking
If
about,
you want to be an asshole, I can be an asshole too.
you talking about the hair on her arms?
Okay?
Want to have a fuck contest?
You want to be an
two?
asshole? I'll be an asshole.
Ronnie, the difference is
there is no difference.
you step way over the line.
Yeah, I
and now
step
you're
way over the
talking
line.
about sleeping with my girlfriend. I never once said.
How about a fuck contest? Seriously.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Big shot.
You fuck
Bring
Stephanie.
it out.
He'll fuck your girlfriend and see who fucks better.
Then we're going to be back in here with a whole new
Let the girls decide.
problem.
Let the girls
what's that
decide who
problem?
fucks better. Ronnie's confident in his fucking. One thing.
Yeah, but Ronnie's never going to touch Stephanie again after he's been with John. She's been with John.
Well, you can't take it out on Stephanie because you're going to fuck his girlfriend.
That's fine with me.
Good.
You sure you can handle this?
I would not subject my girlfriend to that torture.
You guys going to wear condoms for this? I would suggest no condoms.
No.
No condoms.
Absolutely
I'm riding
not.
bareback.
None.
Oh my God.
None.
I'm going in commando.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, John, Ronnie says he's up for it.
I'm not up for it. No.
You're not gonna do it?
No, this is the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard. Especially because yesterday he's calling me a washwoman. I mean, this is the thing. Ronnie can't argue rationally, so he resorts to just name calling. So yesterday he called me
Well,
idiot, washwoman, this
That
and
shows
that.
limited arguing abilities.
Limited intelligence, I would
Right.
say.
Okay. Right. Then
Well,
stay
no,
away from
you
me,
don't
John.
have to call him
Don't
names.
fucking hang out with me. Don't talk to me. Stay away from me.
Okay,
If
I'm
that's the
saying
way you
okay.
feel, I'm an idiot to you? That's fine.
I did.
Fuck you. And the whole fucking deal.
What deal?
What does that mean? What deal?
That's
What
cryptic.
deal?
What
He
deal?
walks away after saying,
You talk about the fuck contest is off?
He'll be back.
Is there anything you want to say, John, now that you are alone?
I think he just said it all. I think you see what we're dealing with. God bless you for dealing with him for the past 30
well,
years.
He does make a point. You did kind of say that Stephanie said he was tired. He says Stephanie didn't.
But that is true, and she said it when she called in yesterday.
Right.
The whole Howard.
It was all based on how much
When you look, just
traveling.
quickly, when you look at it rationally, she started going to these block parties with him to spend more time with him because she was never seeing him, and that was the whole basis.
Which is beautiful.
Which is a good thing, and he took it. Yeah. All she said to me was, "I love Ronnie, but I'm not seeing him enough." Boom, boom, boom. That's all I said.
And you said, hey, he should spend more time with her.
That's all I said.
Right.
And now he's talking about.
But he never, ever said that she said she wanted a younger man. It was always implied.
She wants Ronnie.
Clearly, she wants Ronnie. What else? Why else would she be
why
with
is he
him?
so upset?
That's my. He's upset because she wrote my name on that piece of paper, and at the moment that she put that pen to that paper, his life changed forever.
Oh,
right.
dear.
Well, this game is a very scary game.
It's a tough one.
I guess she's attracted to you because you are a good listener. Maybe Ronnie needs to listen more.
Maybe I'll go give Ronnie some tips. I'm sure that'll go over well in the hallway. I'm going to go give Ronnie some listening tips.
Let me ask you something, John. You and Ronnie get into these things all the time, yet obviously you're friends outside of here and you go to dinner together.
It's very strange, Robin. Actually, our relationship has been deteriorating lately because in the hallway, I'll say good morning to him, just a cordial good morning, and he'll grunt.
He does that with everyone, and he gets into a shtick.
Yeah, it's like the minute he comes into this compound, he's like another man. He might as well shed his suit jacket and have a Superman on his chest or something.
I think that's his personality.
Because outside of here, I really like him, and he's nice, and we've had nice conversations. But in here, he is like a monster.
Well, the game, if anyone's keeping score, the game is who would my woman have sex with? The game is 1-for-1 in fucking up relationships, so it's a good game, right, Robin? It's a very good game.
Absolutely. Fireworks every time the game is played.
John, good for you. Playing the game well.
Ronnie, can your relationship with Lieberman be restored? Where are you going? Ronnie, where are you going, man?
Uh-oh. Oh, there's Jason. What's the latest update?
Ronnie just grabbed his coat and left.
He left?
Well, I left the compound. And there's
What are
no
you
guests
talking about?
today, so he didn't go downstairs to help anyone up or
He's got to
anything.
do security.
I don't know where he went. I was like, where are you going? And he just...
Wow.
And we have
Why
a bit
does
in
he
about
get
10
hot
minutes.
under the collar?
Wow. Well, all right. He got hot under the collar.
Over nothing.
I'm not sure what they're fighting about.
In the spelling game, see if he can spell Lieberman.
All right, John. Well, I hope Ronnie's all right.
He's fine because nothing really happened.
Yes.
Am I good? John, the lines around here often get very, very blurry between reporter, friend, co-worker. Do you think Ronnie's confusing all these aspects?
I just think, and I mean this, he is a different guy when he's in this compound. And when we're out of the compound, I thought we were friends outside of here. I really did. I thought we were friends or friendly. But lately, he's been a monster to deal with in here, and now he's calling me a liar, and he resorts to these personal attacks. I've never once attacked him personally. And so, yeah, things get blurred around here. And this time, though, it seems like it's gone too far. It's like I don't have the energy to deal with this kind of bullshit. I really don't, Greg.
Why are you attacking Lieberman in this situation? What's really irking you?
What do you mean?
What aspect of it? Because it seems
Made
like
up lies, okay, to get to me, okay? That's why.
Can your relationship with John be
No, I'm
repaired?
done with it. You don't need friends like him. I really don't care if I talk to him, I don't talk to him. I really don't give a shit. He's all about work. Obviously, he says, because when I confronted him about, do you work 24/7? We went, when you go out to dinner with me, obviously, the conversations that you have with people, are all news all the time, I guess, So.
The microphone is never turned off, in your opinion.
He's gathering information. That was his answer to me. That's not a friend. I'm sorry.
We look forward to this event where we can let loose and get bent. Some say the host of this party is an ass. Some people say he is crass. But the people at this party love Howard and Beth. But the people at this party love Howard and Beth because in our eyes, they are top class.
I tried to explain to Ronnie why it offended me, but he's so busy yelling and lashing out.
But he left the studio yesterday when we were trying to explain it to him here.
Oh, he was so hurt on the wrap-up show. It was great. I was listening to it. Yeah, I'll play you some of it. It's great. Let me get to it. Gary Page 1. You know,
With Gary Page 2 is wrap-up.
Okay. Yeah, this is wild. The best way I could explain it is, like, okay, so the poem said, where I'm standing there with my wife and all my coworkers and all that, all my friends. Should I explain this to you?
Stop already, man.
No, because I can't believe you don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
All right, now can I explain
I don't get it.
But if you concentrate, like in school, and you listen to me, you might get you might get some understanding. But you're so busy yelling.
Sorry, but I don't get it.
Okay.
And I never will. You
all
can
right,
explain
maybe.
all you
Why
want.
do you say you never will? Maybe you will. Listen.
No,
to me.
I won't.
You want to listen or you want to talk?
No, I won't.
Go ahead and talk. Get yourself talked out, and then I'll explain to you why it's offensive.
There's no way it's offensive. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me see if I can.
Even
explain.
if other people are offended.
I really don't care because I didn't. It wasn't meant to be offensive. Okay.
All right, listen to me.
You asked me to fucking write a goddamn poem. I wrote a poem.
I didn't ask you to write a poem.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
No,
you did.
decided to
You
write
said
this.
you're writing-
No,
You
dude.
said you're writing a poem.
No, you said you should write a poem for the holiday party.
No, you
No,
did
you said
never.
it first.
You
Dude, sorry.
volunteered that one.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, it's always, yeah.
I gave you a
Go
lot
ahead.
of good ideas.
Go ahead.
Didn't I give you Girl of the Week?
Tell
for
me-
your Twitter? Who gave you Girl of the Week?
Hot chick of the week.
Hot chick. Who told you to do that?
You did.
Okay, so there
Okay.
you go. All right, so I have some good ideas.
I didn't say you didn't.
Right. Okay.
But
so now, are
me
you gonna
writing
listen?
that poem was not meant to be offensive. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Wasn't meant to be, but it was.
I don't see how, but okay.
I'm going to explain it to you. You want to learn or you want to talk? I'll wait till you're done.
You could say whatever you want. You could talk to your blue in the face. You
Oh,
could
you're
talk-
not gonna
You
listen.
could talk to your blue as that console. Okay.
I think if I
and I
explain it to
will
you,
not understand how you think it's offensive.
Okay. So I'm going to explain it to you one last time.
Go ahead.
And let's see if it works.
It won't work, but
I
go
think
ahead.
it's going to.
Are
No,
you
I don't think it
proud
will.
of this
All right.
ability of yours to not understand?
Yeah.
No, not
Okay.
that I'm proud, but you know what?
In other words,
I
what you're saying is, I might say to you right now something that resonates, that really makes sense to you, and you don't care. It's not going to make sense
Nope.
to you. Okay. That's brilliant.
That's right. I'm,
Right. In other words, if I said to you 2 + 2 is 4, you're going to no.
no, I know 2 + 2 is 4.
All right. So maybe I know what I'm talking about. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You ready to listen, or are you going to want to talk? If you want to talk, I'll shut up.
No, I'll listen.
Okay.
I'll listen, but I'm not going
All
to
right.
listen.
So we had a holiday. You're going to listen, but you're not going to listen. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You
We ha-
listen with one ear and not with the other.
All right. So we had a holiday party. You wrote a poem.
Right.
JD read it.
Right.
I'm standing there with my wife. I'm standing there with Robin, Fred,
Okay.
all the coworkers, everyone.
Right.
And so the line was, hey, some people think Howard's an ass. Some people think Howard is crass.
Right.
But, I think he's a great guy. Okay. So then you say to yourself, gee, that's a compliment. I complimented my boss. I don't think he's an ass, and I don't think he's crass. I think he's a great guy. And a lot of us here agree that he's a great guy, right? Do I have it so far?
And that's the way it was
Okay.
written.
So here, I'm going to write a poem about you. Right now, right off the top of my head.
Okay.
Ronnie is... A lot of people say Ronnie's a stupid Jew. I don't think so. A lot of people say Ronnie is a big dumb fuck who just drives a limo. But I don't think that. A lot of people say Ronnie's mustache makes him look like an old billy goat. But by the way, I don't think that. I
Okay.
think he's a great guy. Are you
Okay.
offended by that?
No.
Okay. All right, then I can't make my point.
Have
You're
you
right.
ever read Julius Caesar
No.
by
No.
Shakespeare?
No.
Are you
I'm too,
kidding?
I'm too stupid.
Because Mark Antony, when he wants to libel his opponents, he does it in just that way.
Mark Anthony was married to what's her name?
Cleopatra.
No.
Mark
Just-
oh, you're thinking about that. I'm talking about the Marcus Antony from.
But do you,
Caesar's time.
seriously, you
He
don't
was,
see...
He was maligning his compatriots in just that way. Some people would say this. I don't feel it.
In other words, why bring up at my party that some people think I'm an ass?
It was part of a poem.
No, I understand it's part of a poem, but you brought it up in your poem. Like, in other words, why go there? Why not just say, hey, Howard's a great guy, He's my kind of guy. You know, you sometimes use two words to rhyme.
But that's how.
Guy. So I'm saying, in other words, if I brought up negative things,
the end part of it brings that out.
Right. The end part says I think he's a great guy.
No, I said everybody thinks that at this party that you're a great guy. So, right, because it's our holiday party.
But why in front of my wife and all my friends? Why bring up the people who think I'm an ass? In other words, a lot of people think you're an asshole, right?
I know they do.
All right. Why would I bring that up at your party? I wouldn't bring it up at your party. Do you follow the logic? A little bit? Come on, tell me I didn't get through to you a little bit.
A little bit, maybe. But
okay, all right. A little bit, maybe is better than
that's
nothing.
a crack.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that bird is about to be hatched.
In other words, you could bring up a million things. Why bring up that some people think I'm an ass?
Because it's
what?
Because I'm writing a poem about a holiday party.
Yeah.
It's your holiday party.
Right.
The whole thing that I wrote about was not about you until the end.
No, because it was in the middle.
No, at the end. It was all at the end.
The line about me being an ass.
Yeah, but it all broke down until the end of the poem.
Right.
What?
So I'm saying. So I don't care what you mean.
The end of the poem.
Because it came at the end, it should be better.
No.
What's the difference where it comes up?
I was writing about the party, what goes on, how we have fun.
Right. If I'm writing a beautiful,
and at the end, I brought out how. No, you know what?
Ronnie, if you threw a beautiful party, let's say it was your birthday.
Well, I apologize to your wife, but I won't apologize.
All right, fine, because you're being stubborn and being silly. If I wrote a poem at your party,
why wouldn't somebody say?
I said, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie is robbing the cradle with his young girlfriend, but no one here in this room thinks that.
Who gives a shit?
Why would I bring that up at your beautiful party?
I don't give a shit what people think.
But why would I bring that up at your party and upset you?
I didn't think it would upset you. I thought it would.
What, that people think I'm an ass? Of course it upsets me. Why wouldn't that upset me that there are people who think I'm an ass?
But you always say on the air, I don't give a fuck what they say about me.
Ronnie,
I made my career and
Ronnie,
I don't care what they say.
Ronnie.
Right or wrong.
Forget that.
Right or wrong. Why won't you answer me?
For any person who's at a party, why would you bring up that they're an ass? Even one person thinks they're an ass.
Didn't mean it that way. Don't you understand that?
Well, how else do you mean
that?
Not
understanding. I didn't mean it that way.
Of course you did.
It was something, Ronnie. If you were writing him a thank you note.
I wrote him a thank you note.
Let me say this.
I wrote him a thank you note and a Christmas fucking card.
You would never put in there, some people think you're an ass.
But I think you're a great guy.
I don't. Thank you, you're a great guy. What would you do that?
And I said thank you, you're a great guy at the end of it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would you write that in a thank you note?
Let's say
not in a personal thank you note, but this was like for every.
You'd rather say that
you'd rather say it in front of everybody. So if you were writing me a note, would you say, "Hey, Howard"?
I can't win around here. You know what,
Ron?
That's why
Ronnie,
I will not write any more poems.
No, that's not the answer.
No,
I don't care if you write a poem.
Answer.
But I want you to learn from this. And you're not learning. You're so struggling to be right that you're not.
I'm not struggling to be right. You keep saying
Ronnie,
I insulted you, but I don't feel I insulted you.
If I gave you a Christmas tip, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say I gave you a bunch of dough.
Right.
And I was a good guy.
Right.
And now you had to sit down and compose a note to me privately.
Okay.
Like Robin just said.
Right.
It's a perfect example.
Right.
In the note, would you say, hey, by the way, Howard, so many people think you're an asshole, but I got to tell you something. I don't feel that way about you.
No, I wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you write that?
Because it's a personal thing just to me, to you.
You understand that would be insulting to write that? It might bring bad feelings to the person reading
Would it make me actually feel good that I gave you a gift? Right? You agree?
Right.
So now you got up in public and announced to the room that a lot of people think I'm an ass, but you don't. So why would you do that in public if you...
I didn't...
Ronnie, you wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it. Not saying that I think you're an asshole.
No,
I didn't write that.
You didn't say that. You said a lot of people think I'm an asshole.
Right, but I didn't
you write that to me in a thank you note if you're thanking me for the party? And don't you think that embarrasses me?
Whatever. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. That's all I wanted.
I still don't get it. But
oh my God.
Oh my God. Nope. There's no way you don't get it.
Nope.
I know you do.
I don't get it.
He won't get it. He gets it.
You can't.
He just refuses.
I didn't know you became so sensitive all of a sudden.
It's not about being sensitive.
I thought you had.
I
thought Howard Stern had some kind of a sense of humor. I guess that's
now I'm Howard Stern.
I guess that's changed. I guess that changed.
And you're gonna. I can poke him.
I guess you don't have a sense of humor anymore.
and then smooth it over by saying you're a great guy? That's what you do?
I didn't call him an ass. I said some people.
It's the
Meaning
same thing.
like
It's
media,
coming from your
shit
head,
like that.
Ronnie.
Not the people.
It's coming from your pen.
Oh, okay, Robin. Yeah, okay, fine. I called him an ass, okay? You happy?
Did. You did.
You didn't.
Said,
And I
you
said
did
he's
it.
crap. You
Some
happy?
people
You're
say
real
it.
happy now?
Good Lord.
You got it out of
now,
your
do you
system?
understand?
You got it out of your system
Do you
now?
understand
No,
now?
I
He
still
doesn't.
don't fucking understand, okay?
This is what happened in school to him.
Yeah,
The
it's what
teacher
happened
probably
in
yelled
school
for
to
an
me.
hour.
Right.
And then said, Ronnie, do you understand? And he goes, no, I'm not going to
You know,
understand.
but he's agreeing with everything, and then he says,
Right.
I still don't understand.
Right. He understands.
No, I don't. I still don't.
Then why did you apologize for a few seconds?
Because I want, you know.
'Cause I got through to you.
Got to make you happy.
No, you
Got to
didn't.
make you happy.
Now, this is another thing. Gotta make you happy.
Right. Have to make you happy.
Now, what happened at the party when you started yelling out, what about me? Why is no one
I
congratulating
wasn't
me?
yelling it out. What are you talking about?
Were you surprised that you ended up at the party dancing with Scott's wife, who was so insulting to you on the air?
She apologized. We settled it.
Because you guys were dirty dancing by the end of the
All
night.
right, so
I was glad to see
She
that.
came over and said I said to myself at the beginning of the night that I wasn't even going to talk to her. I didn't want to get into anything with her. I
Right.
didn't want to start anything there. But if she came over and started with me, then I don't know what would have happened.
Right.
But when she came in, I basically ignored her.
Right.
So I didn't,
I was smart.
no problem. Okay.
Right.
And then she came over and started talking. She said, I want to, talk to you about this. And that was it.
And she apologized, and,
Right.
and then you ended up dirty
She
dancing. Good.
realized what she had done
Right.
might have been insulting or
She apologized to me. She apologized to Stephanie. She
Right. So
apologized
now's
to
your
Rachel
chance.
for last year's thing.
And
okay?
that's
it's fine.
and that shows you that she's a bright woman that
And I'm
was
stupid,
bigger.
okay?
she can consider.
Right. I can't
Considered
get
what
it
she
to
had
my
done was wrong.
Right. And then I had a thing with Benji yesterday, and that got settled.
What happened there?
Well,
Oh yeah. Now here, this
what's
is a
going
good
on
point.
there?
You commented, and I think I heard you interviewed on Howard 100 News. I meant to ask you about this. When you were at the party, you felt Benji's girlfriend blew off your girlfriend.
Well, what happened was they were sitting in a booth, like
Benji and his
girlfriend. They were
Right.
sitting in a booth, and it was like
They were being weird.
like kind of like you should come over and say hello to them or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Like a viewing or something. You got to go,
Go look at them.
But Stephanie went over to say hello to Benji.
Right.
Okay. And I was standing like further back. I didn't even go over. She went over and said hello to Benji, and she started to touch his hat.
Right.
And,
Playing around, having some fun.
and said to him like, "What are you doing? What's this outfit all about? All this kind of crap." And she got very, I don't know, protective of him.
Of Benji.
Elisa?
Got very protective of him, and basically told Stephanie get the fuck away from him.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
For real?
I didn't say she said it like that, but
she didn't use those words at all.
All right,
I said
but she gave an attitude.
basically gave her that attitude, Benji. Okay, we went through this yesterday, didn't we?
Oh, did you? I didn't hear this part.
No,
of the
we
wrap-up
talked
show.
about it out in the hall.
Oh.
It wasn't on the air, and he kept trying to tell me out in the hall that when he walked in with her, I started yelling, "Look at these fucking idiots" or something.
That could have happened.
And that was no. That was another thing I said to myself, just like with Robin Salem.
You weren't going to
When they walk in, I'm not even going to make like they're there. I'm ignoring it.
Right.
So he kept saying to me, "I forgot," because they claim I had a blackout when I was having a speech to you or some bullshit. I didn't remember anything.
Well, you
Okay.
don't remember giving this speech, right?
Yeah, I remember it. Believe me, I
Oh, you
remember
do?
it. This was a whole Doug Goodstein thing also.
All right.
We had been out to dinner Wednesday night last week.
Let's stick to
Goodstein-
Well, wait a second. Let's stick to Benji.
Let's stick to Benji
Okay.
for now.
Let
All
me
right?
understand something, Ronnie. So what you're saying is, because I think you're articulating something that a lot of people tried to say.
Right.
You felt Benji was acting strange that night at the party. He was acting in a way that was not typical Benji.
Like he was like some kind of cool star that walked in.
Right.
And nobody should
Talk to him.
Well, not that you should come to him.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they stake themselves out in a VIP section. And
Right.
You
In a
could
booth.
go
In a
visit.
booth.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a club.
Right.
And you're roped off. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right.
And you
Okay.
felt Benji's girlfriend was not friendly towards Stephanie.
Well, yeah, because she got upset with the
Benji, were you there for that?
touching his hat. Of course he was there.
Do you remember this at all?
I do recall.
Yeah. What do you think happened there?
Ron, I'm not saying this to upset you, but when we walked in, I don't think
we're going to go back to that. Let's not talk about that. We're talking about.
But there's so much we can't talk about.
No, because I told you I wasn't going to say shit, and I didn't. He insists that I did, and I know I didn't. Okay, that when they walked in, I started yelling "fuck you" to them, or "look at these fucking idiots." Okay,
did he do that?
He said, I think the word was like, look at this asshole, look at this asshole. Not about her, I think about me.
I did not say a word to you.
He definitely yelled.
Okay.
Not necessarily to me, to people.
Meanwhile, you asked 10 people yesterday if they heard it, and they said no.
Some people told me they did.
And there was...
Who said they did?
People? They were standing there. You asked them right in front of me.
Ask her. Listen, Ronnie,
whatever, dude. Listen. I didn't say it. I know I didn't say it. I wasn't blacked out.
Ronnie, I'm not making it up.
Okay.
Maybe to you weren't yelling.
Benji, you make a lot of things up.
I'm not.
And everybody knows that.
All right, what do I make
You
up?
make a lot of things up around here.
So, but anyway.
That paints the scene a little bit.
So then you're saying your girlfriend was mad at Stephanie and Ronnie.
When
Not at me. I didn't do anything.
They're claiming...
Well, yeah, okay.
You said they were an ass.
Right, okay.
So when Stephanie came over...
Well, they came over to the VIP section. They didn't get permission to come in, right?
No, but seriously, why did Stephanie get attitude from your girlfriend?
Stephanie started... I don't remember exactly, but something like she started, grabbing at my hat and
she said to him, "What's this all about? This whole look," and asking him questions about it, and touched his hat and
started to take it off. I think Lisa
she didn't take it off.
All right, Benji is telling his thing.
Okay, fine.
He feels that it was probably going to the point of being taken off.
She was violating my
And I think
were you offended when a young girl comes over and starts playing with you? It's kind of accepted that guys like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think that's so bad.
And Elisa just told her to cut it out.
Oh, you think Elisa got jealous?
No, I don't know what it was. I think she just didn't want her grabbing at me and
She didn't want him
to be hatless.
Yeah.
But doesn't Elisa think you're capable of telling Stephanie to stop it if you...
Were you offended by that?
Was I offended by what?
Why does Elisa have to speak up for you? I mean, you could have said to Stephanie, "Don't touch my hat."
Sure, I could have.
Yeah,
and I think I was telling her.
It.
I think maybe she took offense because Stephanie was like, in a fun way that didn't bother me, but poking fun at the outfit.
I see. Well, let me tell you.
Anyway, so we got into it in the hallway about it because certain people brought it up to him. To be exact, you want me to tell you exactly how this all started in the hallway?
Okay.
Out of nowhere, Benji's standing there in the hall yesterday after the wrap-up show. Brian Phelan walks up to him and goes, "Hey, Benji, I just want to tell you something. Your girlfriend was a total cunt at the party."
Oh, my goodness.
Who
just
said
like that.
Brian said that?
Brian said that, yes.
Wow.
Hey, don't take this personally. Sure. But your girlfriend was cussing the other night. She really was. I swear to God, listen, I met her.
How can I not take that personally?
I met her at Rick's, and she was awesome. But she had a big attitude at the Christmas party. She did. She totally did.
What did she do wrong?
She was like, I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, whatever." She just dissed me. I don't know. I felt pissed.
I think it was that we were. If anything, she got it from me that everyone's gonna give me shit about anything that happened.
I mean, I purposely came over and sat with you.
No, we were talking about.
I know we haven't. No, I'm saying you were great. You were great. I had a great time
she's great
with
too,
you.
man.
But no, she had an attitude with me. I didn't like it. I don't mind you giving me an attitude, but
I think she was just shy at the party.
And that's how this all started.
I see.
And then Doug said, there was a lot of people saying the same thing. And then I got into it with him about what happened with me. And that was it.
Boy, I thought the Christmas party was fun.
I had a great time, dude.
I thought so too.
I had a good time.
I didn't realize there was so many bad
I
feelings.
didn't know I was going to walk in here yesterday and get
Well, you deserved
shot
it.
with a shotgun.
You deserved it. You need me to tell you what you do wrong. You don't know what you're doing.
Okay.
You know you need me to instruct you and advise you.
Anyway, to the Benji and Elisa thing, I got a phone call from Benji and Elisa yesterday.
Yes.
And she doesn't want it to be that way. She was kind of apologized and everything.
Well,
which
that's
I thought
wonderful.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, so the air is cleared. In other
But
words.
the thing is, I think you guys, when people are new in that situation, sometimes they're very nervous and shy, and maybe it comes across as
arrogant.
Maybe it does come across that way, but she was absolutely. I think anyone that came and sat and we talked to, I think it was very friendly.
Headphones just fell off.
Well, Stephanie was trying to be friendly because she always
Stephanie came over to talk, right?
before you were with Elisa when it was just Benji.
Well, some people thought that wasn't a friendly
whoever you were
gesture.
with, she was always able to joke around with you, right or wrong. There was never a problem. We've been hanging out for years at these parties and functions, and there was never a problem like that, was there?
I don't even get. I don't get the point.
He's saying something has changed. That you used to be the guy we could clown around with, and now all of a sudden he can't.
You can clown around with me.
Well, it didn't seem that way.
No, I don't.
And I brought that up. I brought that up to you yesterday. And also, I explained it to Elisa on the phone yesterday, and she understood. I don't understand why you don't understand.
I don't understand why you don't understand. There you go. King of all blacks, you're on the air with everybody.
Yeah, yeah, Ron, you know I love you, baby. But I think that he was doing that poem because he thinks you're an asshole, Howard.
Well, listen.
What?
I don't think Ronnie thinks I'm an asshole, but he doesn't understand that it's an insult.
Yeah. I know you love me. That's such bullshit too. You do everything you can to stick a knife in my goddamn back. Who are you kidding? You big dope. I don't give a shit what you say anyway. I really don't care. I did it because I wanted to let Howard know he's an asshole. Yeah, like I really would do that after 26 years with the guy. I'm going to make sure everybody knows I think he's an asshole. You're a moron.
Ronnie, you could be married.
Go buy your Lexuses and your 22-inch wheels and your fancy fucking cars and your goddamn bathroom faucets, whatever you got there. I don't want to hear about your bullshit. I have guests to take care of out there more important than you.
Who's your
Riley
guest?
Martin's much better than you, and his wife.
And his wife.
And his entourage. I don't want to listen to you. There's nothing to listen to you. You're nobody. To me, you're nobody, man. You are nobody. I don't want to hear you.
All right.
I'm
Thank
done.
you,
I'm done.
Okay.
All right, let me just say something to Ronnie real quick because he just cursed me out. Can I just say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Ronnie, you could be married for 25 years and never love your wife. You could work for him all the time and become resentful.
Yes.
Hey, that's all I'm saying.
Good. He left, but I'll pass the word on to
Well,
him.
he wouldn't have understood anyway.
Yeah. By the way, you know what? You're wasting your breath.
Hey, Howard, what kind of suit does he have on today?
Beautiful. Thank you, King.
Hey, does he have a single? Does he have 3 buttons or 2 buttons?
I think it had. I don't know.
didn't count
I didn't count his
today.
buttons. Thank you, King. Wow, what a morning. Well, yeah.
Well, now we're discovering that a whole bunch of stuff went on at the party that we're completely unaware of.
Yeah, I got a tape from Benji's girlfriend last night, a voice recording, basically saying, "Gee, if anything went on where I offended you, please know that I didn't mean it." And I wrote back, Benji, I said, "Listen, you didn't offend me at all, and you don't have to apologize for anything." So the Christmas party always leads to lots of.
It was like 2 different parties. I had a wonderful time.
Yeah, I was all right until I learned that some people think I'm an ass, but Ronnie doesn't think it.
Some people think you are crazy.
Some people think you're a dumbass and a douche. Not me.
Why don't you tell us what every negative thing you've ever heard?
Right. I don't think you're a dumb fucking moron, but some
they
people
are
do.
Wrong.
I think you almost got through to him when you said about the thank you note. Like, would you write, "Hey Howard,
there was a moment.
It's amazing. You sent me a beautiful gift. I just want to thank you. And all these people think you're an asshole. I don't. Thank you." I didn't know you were so sensitive.
I thought you was Howard Stern.
You always say
I'm wrong.
on the air you don't care. Well, you must care.
Who was that at the party then?
Maybe it was an imposter.
Are you Howard Stern?
Was a lookalike.
Because Howard Stern would not be
See,
offended.
if I didn't take him out of the car and didn't make him a security guy,
I hope he never stops writing poems.
he's got to write one more.
For New Year's.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got to write one more poem.
Is as bad as can. He knows he's the best. His Vito is as bad as can. He knows he's the best.
But you're right that other people probably will.
Well, it's a guy who seems Teflon that's now exposed a sensitivity. And when people want to fight, that's what you go for.
And maybe he was hoping that, okay, I'll sit back. Howard will blast me on the air right now. A day passes, it blows over, it's not as big of a deal. Howard's ready to move on to the next thing, so the damage is a lot less.
Or he'll get rid of his daughter.
Well, that's not going to happen. But I do think, I forgot which one of you guys said it, though, a lot of people are going to definitely keep this bullet and wait, and they're going to use it when they get the chance. Thanks for calling in there, Rich. Eddie in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, Eddie.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hello, yes. I just want to voice some support for Steve Langford. I think Howard should have called him aside after the show and found out the whole deal with family. I agree with Steve. If Howard's kids are off limits, so is Langford's daughter till he knows exactly the circumstances.
But we know what the deal is. There's nothing special in there, and we weren't going to talk about. Howard wasn't going to ask him anything about his kid except to say to Steve. In other words, without going into Steve's family life, I'm pretty sure his daughter didn't say, "Oh, I'm a huge George Takei fan. Let me interview him for my school project." So Howard probably would have explored how did that come up and why were you getting involved in it, and that has nothing to do with his daughter.
I just think, to me, it's just the father doing something he could for his kid. If he did overstep his bounds, I would have approached him first because it involved a child myself.
But okay,
I mean,
but that's a good. But that
that
discussion can be had on the air without bringing the daughter into it in any way that's going to expose any more than what we already know.
And Eddie, I also think if Steve hadn't had the track record of talking to different people on the show with different circumstances, this wouldn't be as big of a deal. But that's not the way it is.
Yeah, and I said to Howard. Howard said, "How did this?" We talked about this during the because Will did the notes. And Howard goes, how did Langford even get to him? And I said, I think he spent a week with him, traveling around with George. I'm sure they developed some sort of friendship, but Howard wasn't. He wouldn't buy in that.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Jenks, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning, guys. It's Jenks. This whole Langford thing, I talked to him back in his office, and he said he doesn't answer to Howard. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where he gets off saying that. How does he get off not answering to Howard on this issue? He gives it to everybody else, but when it's his turn to get it, he doesn't take it.
Jenks, Gary, Steve is scheduled to do the news update tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, he'll answer to Howard tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I'm going to call in tomorrow to remind Howard to ask Steve Langford about this, and I encourage anybody who's listening to the show to call in and ask Howard to remind Steve Langford about this.
By the way, so Steve will sit and talk to you on the phone?
Yes. Well, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But I called mercilessly this morning because I knew that he had to go in the studio, and he finally did answer, and he said he doesn't answer to Howard. I don't answer to Howard. Here's
the problem for Steve. Jenks, how many times did you call me or email me this morning with suggestions about how this should be handled?
Probably 10 or 20.
Exactly. The first email was at one point. The first email was, "This is bullshit." The second one is, "You better get Langford in." The third one is, "Langford has to come in and repeat." Then it was a phone message, and there were more emails, and that's just Jenks.
Gary, I was really upset, man. I was furious.
I could tell.
How does he get away with this?
Well, Jenks,
wait. Are you upset about what he's accused of doing, which he said getting the interview, or are you upset that he wouldn't talk to Howard?
No, you figure it this way. When Langford calls somebody on the carpet with a news story, okay, they are expected to come in and answer to Howard for it or talk about it to Howard. How does Langford get to put his hand up and say, point taken? What if everybody did that every time Langford wanted to interview them?
But people
put their
can't.
hand up and said,
No, but
Jenks, you make a very fair point. You're going to get your answer tomorrow morning.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, George Takei came in and he told us, we found out that I guess they basically have an agreement where Brad doesn't listen while George is on, and George talked about that. George discussed kissing one of the guys on the show, and we talked about Governor Ventura and I having a nice, friendly discussion in the hall.
Now joining us, and he's always gracious enough to do this every time he comes in, is the Stern Show announcer, Mr. George Takei. And George, you're back again, and in the mix with Brad's weight, and your relationship seems to come up quite a bit whenever you do the Stern Show.
Doesn't it? And it's a good thing that Brad doesn't listen in when I'm on. He is addicted to this show but he refuses to listen in when I'm on because, well, he has given me free reign. He says that's the way the show works, but he doesn't like to hear what I have to share when I have free reign.
When did that start?
From the very beginning.
From day one,
Day one, he would not listen when I'm on. And he gets it from, there's that guy who writes capsule synopsis of what happened, and that's how he finds out about it.
But you've gotten some crap once in a while in the past. How does he find out about stuff like that? You know, like your bachelor party? Like, how did he find out about that?
Well, that was written about,
right?
And then other people email him, too. So
see, I'm telling you, being in a gay relationship is just like a marriage relationship because sometimes people email my wife and tell her shit I did on the show.
George, how just like regular people.
George, how would Brad react if he heard about that innocent kiss that you and Benji had today? Would he know that it's part of the show, or would he be a little upset?
He would know it's about part of the show because we go to parties or we meet other gay couples and we greet them with a kiss. I mean, it's part of
but not an open mouth kiss.
Well, actually, George, Brad just went on your Twitter account.
He did?
He said he knows about the Benji kiss, and Sunday is off. Off with capital letters.
Well, then I'll try for Monday.
It's a good thing you weren't with a model, or it could have been the whole month of May.
See, Benji? See what you did?
Sorry, man.
You're too cute.
Did you guys connect at all during that moment? Did you see something in each other's eyes?
I saw him pull back right away. I mean, I felt him.
No, I didn't connect in a sexual. I like George a lot, so.
And I like you.
Thanks.
You got beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
He's embarrassed.
Look at him. He's blushing.
Beat red.
Hey, Ronnie, while we have you here, beforehand, when we were talking, I told Benji about this. You said what Benji did today with Jesse Ventura, that's not a rare occurrence. He does that all the time.
He does it. He does it as a thing for TV, I think. And, when I tell him a lot of times, I'll say to him, like, Benji, go away from the guests or whatever, and he'll just look at me and he'll smile and he'll just keep on doing it. And I think he thinks I'm picking on him, but Benji doesn't realize that I do work for Howard, and Howard does have certain rules, and I do abide by those rules that he asked me to to enforce. And we had the same problem. Can you let me talk?
I didn't know you worked here.
Could you let me talk?
I didn't know you worked here.
When Richard and Sal, we had the same problem with more Sal than Richard.
I didn't recognize you. I'm sorry.
He used to do the same thing.
I thought you were just some guy in the hall.
Howard got upset about it too, and I used to tell Sal, and he also used to ignore me about it. And then until Howard blasted him, then he realized that he wasn't really supposed to be doing this stuff.
So do you think Benji will continue to ignore you now after what happened today?
It came to the point when Howard really blew up today, and I don't think Benji realized how mad he was, but he really was mad. And I don't think Benji realized how mad he was about the whole thing. I mean, I know you yelled back at him. I don't know with you. You never know if it's shtick or you're serious, because that's the problem with you. Nobody ever knows the real Benji. That's the problem. And it was the whole thing with being late for work and the whole thing. It was the same thing. Nobody ever knows what your deal is, Benji. That's the whole problem.
Okay.
The only thing odder than the talkative Benji is the quiet Benji.
Yes.
George, or the other Benji, the
make out with you one?
No, the resistant and defensive and
George,
somewhat hostile.
But
Benji.
if someone's mad at you for something that didn't occur or occurred in a way, and it's being painted in a much different way than it occurred, you would want to explain yourself. Like if there was $20 on the table, and you grabbed it, and someone's like, wow, George stole that money. And you were like, no, actually, Brad told me he left me this 20. You would want to explain it before getting yelled at that you stole the money.
Did you see how Will handled it? When Howard would say...
when Will messed up the oatmeal.
Right. And he said, you're right. Yes, you're right. But and he was not resistant. And in this situation
I think it's okay. Listen, I think it's okay to be resistant when you're being, when you're being mistreated. I think
it was a reasonable desire on the part of Howard to say, the guests are here for
what I said. Howard does not need to be reasonable. That if he decides something, if he wants us to walk on one foot from top to the hallway. And that's part of construction. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. It's reasonable if Howard wants it done and wants that's a condition of working here. What I was saying was I thought I went through what are considered the appropriate steps before I did it.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Jason Ellis was on talking about George Takei fondling his junk. And speaking of junk, I was talking about gazing at some cock in the gym room. Now, I was strictly a gazer, and it was for statistical reasons only. That makes sense. Check it out.
I know that you're a huge fan of the show, and I know that you probably labor over coming on the show the way Howard labors on going on Letterman.
Oh, for sure.
Like on a day like today, do you walk out of there? You hit a home run?
No,
because you did.
Yeah.
I mean, you hit a home run today, right? Everybody agrees. I mean, everyone loved it too. But do you not know that when you walk out of there?
No. This time I felt like I did better than the last time. But as soon as I walked out, I started critiquing what I didn't say.
What do you feel? What
you
miss? What do you feel you missed?
I just feel that I was a little stressed and less humorous. I felt like there was a lot of, I have a lot of things that just come flying out that are just funny that none of those came out. I just did the torture the dick thing.
Now, Jason, when George comes over to take off those clamps,
it wasn't even that. It was before that.
Like when Howard
he was on the other
beginning?
side and he started talking to me. There was a thing there where I'm like, all right, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But I know people that aren't cool with that because you're straight up fucking flirting with me. Like, I've had penthouse pets in my studio. Every now and then they'll give you that look where I'm like, well, that's very flattering. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. And George was giving me that before he even came around. Like, he was shaking a little bit. I'm like,
his eyes aflutter a bit.
Yeah, but I thought I'm having fun.
It was fun.
Of course.
You had somewhat of a chubby though after he caressed your penis.
I was trying to get it bigger, because I kept stretching it. Good. I want gay people to want to suck it. Is there something wrong with that?
No, go ahead.
I want everybody to want it.
You want a gay man to suck your penis?
No, I want.
I don't think a straight man would. That makes sense.
I want everyone to want to suck my cock except my friends, because it's like when you go in the locker room. Like I'll change with random dudes and their dick can come out, but I ain't fucking changing with Bubba Booey over here. Like now that I know you, I don't want to see your dick in the locker room.
Does it bother you if a guy
change and then I'll come
if a guy waits in the locker room just to see your cock?
Who does? What? Is that you? Is that what you do?
The guy sitting right over here.
No, I don't
You
do that.
watch cocks?
No, I don't. I glance.
You're a cock watcher in the gym?
I glance out of
I will
curiosity.
fucking kick you in the face.
Really quickly explain to Jason
When
what
I'm
you
in
do.
Jason.
Yeah.
When I'm in the locker room, you just said that.
What is it?
When I'm in the locker room.
You're not really trying to tell me a story that's true, are you?
Not the way they're putting it. It's out of context.
In any way
it's
at
out
all?
of context. So
Okay.
no.
Put it in your words. Go ahead.
Curiosity factor. I just joined the gym. I've never worked out in my life, as you could tell. And I just joined the gym. And when I'm in the locker room, a lot of men have a tendency to get naked. So now I'm trying to fulfill my curiosities as a man. For example, there's a guy who's mentally challenged, a retard, and his dick was small. And usually retarded people have big dicks.
I would
number
want to
one.
see a retarded dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Secondly, there was an Asian. I try to fulfill that curiosity.
Right.
You would think it would be.
Wait a minute. Were they all in the locker room at the same time?
No,
naked?
these are all different.
How long were you there
Well,
waiting for
I've
the
been-
entire race of dick to come in?
Okay, good question.
A month.
Yeah,
Right.
We've been doing this over the
You've been
period
doing
of
research.
like a month.
I hope you filmed it.
No, I wish I could. I tried to take pictures, but I knew they would throw me out. I did take my BlackBerry out, but I'm like, nah, I'm crossing the line here. So I saw an Asian with the normal sized dick, thinking it would be small. I saw a retard with a small dick, thinking it would be big. And I've seen a guy like you, actually, a real buff guy, who I was hoping. Now here I am changing.
You're hoping you had a little dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, he dropped the towel, and
got
I
it
was
all.
so deflated. It was a really bad moment. It's like scratching a lottery ticket, and on the third one, you can win $1 million, and it's just like a fucking potato. Like, fuck.
You never know.
And
who's
I
carrying.
was pretty disappointed the whole day for that one. Well, the whole day at the gym. So that's what I do. I don't. I'm not on a mission. I don't go into a locker room and look for dick. I'm not the Jacques Cousteau of penis. I go in there, I get in and I get out, and I happen to see a certain nationality. I fulfill my curiosity.
And his last one was a black guy who he waited and waited.
I did
and
wait for the
waited,
black,
but he didn't pull his.
There was a
pants down.
cliffhanger on the show.
See, waiting for the dick.
Wait, that's right.
That's
wrong.
Even though they didn't say it was a long time, but if you see a guy come in and you wait until his pants come off to see the size of
True.
his dick, you are way gay.
He went to go. He went to go.
No, I didn't wait.
He did. Well, hold on. He saw a black guy at Tidy Whitey's, and he went over to where the guy was blow drying his hair because he thought that maybe he'd be able to see.
No, I went to blow dry my hair. Well, I saw the guy, and based on the cliffhanger here, Jason. Last time we spoke, Gary goes, "Did you see any black dick yet?" I go, "No, not yet." But I got to see my first black guy in the gym in the locker room. I'm leaving. So I'm on my way out. I go, wow, a black fella here. So you were on the way out? I was on the way out.
If you didn't work for this fucking radio show, I would call the cops.
Hold on. Again, it's a cliffhanger. Gary asked, so I saw the black fella.
Don't make it sound like you had to stay.
I didn't.
You had
the
obvious
cliffhanger.
Wait. He's making it sound like he had to go back so he could come report to me. You know what I mean?
No, you're the gay
I
one.
believe that.
No
I believe
one told
that.
you to do this.
No,
This is your
I believe
curiosity.
You did. That's why I think
my
it's okay.
curiosity.
That's what I'm saying. I believe you did it, research to tell the story and tell Gary.
It's like your obsession with the show. Like you walk down and critique yourself. When Gary asked me last, he goes, "How about some black dick?" I go, "Haven't seen one yet." Saw the black fella, put on the brakes,
I get
hit
it.
the blow dryer,
I get it.
try to finagle my eyeballs a little bit, and he put on his sweatpants, so I messed up. But
I get it, though.
Stay tuned, everybody, in the wrap-up show. We will eventually find out.
It's really Gary's the perverted one.
Maybe.
He's using you
Can't
to
you
get
just
the
do a
information.
show? Can't you just do a segment where you get random people to come in and guess their size and just get them all to drop it?
We could do that, yeah.
Well, then you could just nip it in the butt instead of being creepy at your gym.
Yeah, dude, why don't you make it a Howard 101 special, Sal, where you critique Dick?
Yeah.
I don't want to critique it, but again...
Do you want to come on my show and I'll do it on my show today? I'll just get like a bunch of anybody who wants to come in and pull their dick out.
But Jason, the
Dick
point,
frenzy.
the point, it doesn't have to happen for a show. He's doing this in his gym. I mean, this is just...
but I believe he's doing it for research and development for the show.
I am, and the way, well, I said it fulfills my
You
curiosity.
don't think, Gary? You don't think?
Look,
I think he wants to know.
Do you think if he fired him, he
Right.
would continue to do it?
Yeah, I do, because I think he wants to know.
I think we all want to know. I think every man. No, I do.
Okay,
I
you
do.
fucked yourself.
No, I didn't.
Nobody wants to
We
know
all want to
everybody's
know.
penis
I'm
size.
telling you, when Steve Brandano takes a fucking piss, and if there's a guy next to him, and he has the opportunity to get an eighth of a glance just to see if he's holding up in the society of men, he's gonna do it. That's us. We're men. We measure up. We measure our biceps against biceps, our chest against chest, and our cocks against cocks.
I think it's only for insecure penises.
Well, I'm insecure. Look at it. It looks like an aardvark. It's a disaster.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about George Takei and the fact that he started off the morning thinking of Jason Ellis and jerked off to him. And would there be any complications with Brad? What does it mean? And how blind George's love seems to be for Jason Ellis. And then we all talked about what would happen in our relationships if something like that happened. And I don't think we can pull off what George pulls off. And here's that conversation.
I want to talk about what happened at the very beginning of the show, where George talked about what he did in the shower this morning, and basically, and you guys can correct me if you think I'm wrong, proclaimed his love, admiration, I'm not sure of the right word, for Jason Ellis. And he said he spoke about it with Brad.
You're being too nice. He said he jerked off in the shower this morning thinking of Jason.
Well, that's another way of putting it, much more succinctly. But I guess, do they have the relationship where it's comfortable enough that those kinds of things can happen? Or do you think that there's more bad news for George around the corner? He just doesn't know that it's coming.
Well, let me ask you a question. I think Mutt started to bring this up a little bit, that they were going to talk about this on Superfan tonight. If you spent the whole week, right, sitting in there talking about that you thought your wife was fat and that she could stand to lose some weight, and then at the end of the week, a really hot girl came in and you just started squeezing her naked tits, would you be able to go home?
I wouldn't have a wife. I seriously, and I wouldn't blame her. Like, that's, and I think...
So maybe they do have some special arrangement.
I think they do. I mean, Stacey said, when she was talking about relationships, she said that maybe Brad's weight is his passive-aggressive way of telling George that, you know what, I'm going to be this way because, he's kind of fighting back in a subtle way. Or maybe everything's just smooth between them. It's hard to tell. What do you think, Ronnie?
Well, it's not the first time he's touched a cock on the show.
That's true. But
I guess they do... They've had an arrangement, obviously, before Brad's weight came up.
But George was like, listen, what I did yesterday was I just touched it. I didn't, he sort of insinuating that because he didn't do more about it. I guess it could be, a guy saying, hey, I felt the girl's tits. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but Gary, remember the day the guy was in here with the 12-inch cock and he had his hand down?
Well,
his pants? He had that look on his face like if I had my finger up some girl's ass or something.
But isn't that like for years, girls have been coming in here, guys have been feeling them up. Isn't just touching a dick the gay version of that?
I don't know. I can't define that. I'm not in that position.
Yeah, but a lot of guys don't do that anymore. Like, you don't do it anymore, do you?
No.
And I'm sure, that's because of your wife, right?
Well, she didn't like it, and I started to feel a little dirty doing it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it's a kid's thing, even though I have boys. when you have kids, I start to feel a little creepy doing it.
John, have you ever done it in here?
Not on the show, no. Well, not
How about
off the show either. No.
Yeah, John.
John doesn't-
I got to meet you in the green room.
Not on the show.
Bad answer. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I think it's disrespectful to my wife.
Would you have done it when you were single?
When I was single?
Yeah.
Sure. But I don't think a lot of people are doing it these days,
Yeah, I said,
right?
And Howard stopped.
Howard stopped. He said out of respect to Beth, I think. Ronnie, how about you?
Have you seen me do it?
No, but next time
I haven't been in there.
But if
I've been in there with a flashlight to put them under the check for implants.
Right. But there's a difference between that.
I've held them up and put the flashlight on.
Like the one that I remember.
I'll do it. Bring somebody in here right now. I'll do it.
I can't remember the girl's name, but we had her. It was back at terrestrial radio. She had that funny, like, real New York accent, and we all said we didn't believe she had real tits. And the line was ridiculously long.
I remember
think,
that.
I think Wood Yee was on the end of the line.
That was with the clown car line, right?
That's when I was the last one, I think, to go in with the flashlight to test them.
Well, who usually leads that charge?
Well, DePace has always said to me his wife doesn't care and he can do whatever he wants. But he hasn't been in there in a while. But he says it's no big deal. Pam doesn't care. I don't know who leads that charge.
Usually it used to be, I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, I think the difference here, getting it back to George, is not only is George touching him, but the way he's referring to he's literally gushing over, this guy. And if you're married to George, Gary, would it bother you?
I would think so. Listen, if my wife went to, what are those Chippendales, and she was jamming her hand down a guy's pants, and even though she was laughing, she was grabbing a dick, I'd probably be pretty annoyed.
If I'd have known I'd have gotten makeup, I would have went in and you walk into Howard's show and you're greeted by cameras.
You'd have been more dolled up today?
And this time it's even worse. It's not one camera, it's two. What on earth?
The tag team.
I'll tell you. Where am I at, in here?
Just this way, sir.
Okay, thanks.
So how's it going?
Great. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better.
New book?
Yep. Yep.
Now this is called 63...
Documents that the government doesn't want you to read. And all the documents are in the public sector. We broke no laws. People can find them. You just have to search for them. But they're there. But they're very controversial documents. And when you read them, you won't believe it was the United States government that did it, that produced these documents.
First of all, so it's that shocking.
Some of them, yeah.
Jesse Ventura is here. He wrote a book called 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. It's in stores now. And Jesse, let's get him in here. He's always a lot of fun.
What are these documents?
He has these documents he wants you to know about. There he is, the governor himself. Look at him. And I understand you flew in on a private jet. You used to be a man of the people. You've become very fancy. How did you get the money for the private jet?
Well, I had to fly private because of my lawsuit, Howard.
Yeah, what is going on with
What happens if you go through an airport now?
Well, here's the problem.
You always have a problem.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I'm very, I need to go to the psychologist and the psychiatrist once a week because I always have a problem.
Do you go?
No,
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
But Governor, why? I mean, you always have. Are you getting tired of this life of constantly being at odds with everyone? And
I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
You take
I
on
thrive
fights.
at it, Howard.
Were you offended when Piers Morgan called you a coward last night on the show? I was watching. as a matter of fact.
I kind of, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit because,
here's this guy who hasn't served
Hasn't
any
served
country.
anywhere, right?
Right. Yeah.
But getting back, see, here's the problem. And by the way, Robin is looking good today, let me tell you.
Yes.
you.
Would you profile Robin? By the way, why
I'd like to be at the airport to search Robin like they do me.
Governor, why didn't you answer that question? Honestly, because I know you.
Well, here's the deal, Howard, is that I have metal in my body.
Right.
So when I pass through the metal detector, I could go through it naked and it's going to go off.
Right.
So now I'm subjected either to the X-ray, which I call the microwave,
right,
or this extended search.
Right.
And I had it done to me once, and the guy in San Diego's correct. It's a sexual assault.
Now, you're right. You're a former governor in this country. You would think that they would trust that. When you say profiling,
mean he couldn't be carrying something that would cause somebody a problem.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Here's what I'm suing over the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution, reasonable search and seizure.
What do you think they should do with someone like you? Let's say they're not as well known as you. They set off the metal detector. Obviously, we want to be safe. We have to give up some of our freedoms in order to be safe at the airport.
What was wrong with the wanding from before, where they took the wand thing?
All right, so like
around?
someone like you, not you, but someone like you has a metal thing in his body.
Yeah, many do. One time there were three of us there waiting, and I turned to the other two. I said, well, it's my right hip. The other guy goes, it's my left hip. The other guy goes, it's my right knee. So they're finding out who's had prosthesis surgery.
What would someone do? Like, I want to be safe on the plane, and now they run a wand over a guy, and in fact, they do find this metal detector going off. How can they, what would be a reasonable search? They do have to almost go up and see if you have anything on your body. How do they take your word for it that you have metal in your body?
Well, I'm not sure, but I can only sue for myself. And what I'm saying is that under the Fourth Amendment, the key word is reasonable. It is not reasonable to believe that Jesse Ventura, who's a 6-year Navy veteran, a governor, a mayor, and, when you win mayor, they give you the title honorable.
Right.
Well, why should you have to search an honorable person?
So this is about you.
Yes.
In other words, you're not just saying like, gee, everybody.
Everybody. I'm saying me because I just am tired of this. I'm tired of having to prove I'm innocent.
Wouldn't there be a way of the airport security issuing you a card that says, listen, this gentleman has a metal hit. We've searched him before and we are aware of it.
Well, here's the deal, Howard. Yeah. The elected officials don't have to go through this. The Speaker of the House doesn't.
How does he get through?
I don't know. I'm challenging, saying, how is John Boehner any more patriotic than me? He didn't serve in the military. I did.
What happens in the search? Do they go into your anus?
But they grope your genitals.
They do. Another man takes his hand and feels your balls.
Yeah.
And that's offensive to you.
Well, I'm heterosexual.
Right.
I'm not homophobic, but if I were given a choice, I would rather have a woman do it.
Right. If someone's going to feel your balls, you want to...
Exactly. I want a woman to do it.
This is your one opportunity. You've been with your wife. You've been faithful. This would be a nice time to have somebody rub your balls a little.
Well, not necessarily, but the point is you're not given that choice. Men have to go with men, women with women.
You are a good-looking man, in my opinion. I'm not gay, but I see that you're handsome. You have nice features. Did men ever come on to you? Were there times that homosexual men, maybe closeted wrestlers, would say to you, Jesse, I don't know which way you go, but you've got an incredible body. You're a very likable guy.
I got to tell you, Howard, if it happened, I must have been naive.
It never happened to you.
Not that I can recall.
I mean, if I was gay, I'd probably say to you, hey, Jesse, what do you think? Let's go. You're my type of guy. I mean, you're big, you're muscular. I think we could wrestle. My face can end up in your ass. I mean, right, George? I mean, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
There's George. Hi, George. How are you doing? Big fan. Love Star Trek.
Thank you.
In fact, I'll tell you a great story, George. Right before I went in the Navy and I was waiting to go in, I would sleep all day because I knew that I was going into the Navy, and they used to play Star Trek reruns at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'd tell my friends, don't you dare call me till Star Trek's over. Number one, I'd been sleeping till 2, and then I always watched Star Trek to start the day off back then. That was way back in 1969.
Great taste.
Listen, George was telling us a story. He was wrestling with his partner. He's married, you know.
Sure.
And listen, they wrestle. That's how they begin their sexual activity. And George on Sunday got his ass licked. What do you think of that?
That can happen.
That's right. That's
right.
nice.
When you're wrestling, yeah.
He's a big wrestling fan, is my point.
No, you never.
When you were wrestling, that never happened to you by accident, did it?
I don't recall. I can't recall if it did.
You know, I got to hand it to you. You're right. You know, you have always said to me, there isn't a war in this country that this country has fought that wasn't motivated by money and corporate interests.
Absolutely.
I see. Now, I don't know how you feel about us with this no-fly zone in Libya, but I hate Muammar Gaddafi. I think he's a terrible man. I think I've been screaming about him for years. I used to hear Bob Grant on the radio screaming about him for years, and he's really the most despicable human being, and I'm glad to see his people are rising up against him. But listen, there are many countries in this world that don't have oil where the people rise up and we don't do shit.
And there are terrible dictators in those countries,
right.
too.
We don't do a thing.
A good one's called Rwanda.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us what's going on in Rwanda. There's an uprising going on there all the time, right?
Well, not anymore. They already killed 1 million people.
Did
so
we
there's no
ever-
one to uprise anymore. They got rid of 500,000 people.
They have no... we have no interest in them economically. Is that
Exactly.
what it is?
That's why.
So don't you believe, I don't know your position on this, I don't think we should do shit in Libya because, quite frankly, who knows who's going to come in instead of Gaddafi. Gaddafi's a terrorist. There's no question about it. But these lunatics that are over there that are going to come into power could be 50 times worse. They could be friends with Iran. I say stay the fuck out of that crazy part of the world.
Howard, I say exactly. I say even more than that. Let's get out of Afghanistan and Iraq too.
Right. It's
bring
time.
them all. Bring everybody home. And let's take care. There's an old cliche. How do you go out and tell the world what to do if your own backyard ain't cleaned up?
Listen, you're a guy who actually was in service, and while you don't say it, I think you actually had to kill some people and blow some shit up. I
did most of that after the service.
All right. Whatever you had to do, you've actually
The service
fought.
just prepared me for the rest of life.
You know
Howard.
what war is.
Sure.
So that's maybe why you're sensitive to this. This ain't easy to go over to Iraq and sit there and try to keep peace between maniacs. Is that true?
Well, first of all, if you look at, in fact, I can shamelessly plug the book.
Yes, 63 referred to 63 because of 1963.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
And the last document is the RAND Corporation.
Right.
And they did a whole, which normally our government follows. Anything the RAND Corporation is written in stone.
Right.
Well, the RAND Corporation did a study and found that stopping terrorism, the military's only successful 6% of the time.
Right.
And yet we've put all our eggs in that basket. You can't stop terrorism by invading countries and occupying them, especially over there.
Doesn't make sense.
You're going to create more terrorists.
Right. You're saying that, listen, terrorism's going to exist. What they're going to do is come over here, make a car bomb, do something weird. Being over there basically does it. George Bush had the theory that if we fight them over there, they're not going to come over here. That was his theory.
Well,
Sounded kind of silly.
I'm waiting for one of these countries to, bring the landing crafts and, land at Norfolk or, what do they think? They're going to do a Normandy invasion on the U.S.?
Well, you've always said at 9/11, now you don't understand how a government this large and this powerful couldn't figure out that planes were coming to attack.
Well, all the documentation I've looked at said we knew well ahead of time that it was going to happen as early as May and June. You had the infamous August 6th memo when Condoleezza Rice said, I had no idea what they were going to do. Excuse me, it said right on the memo.
There were people who did call and say, hey, there's a bunch of guys training, and they're learning how to fly planes.
And they don't want to learn to land.
And they don't want to learn to land, and they're Middle Eastern types.
Yeah, and it was brought up to the attention, and we turned a blind eye on it. I'll put it to you this way, Howard.
So why not say to Piers last night, yeah, I'd probably profile Middle Eastern types? Why not? I was surprised you didn't say it.
I don't know, because sometimes it was taped last week. It was my first interview. I just got up here from 4 months in Mexico.
Right.
Howard, I live so off the grid down there. I didn't learn of the earthquake till 5 days after it happened.
Are you talking about these earthquakes and tsunami in Japan?
Yeah, I didn't learn we had hit Libya until 5 days after it happened.
Do you like being that out of touch?
I do for part of the year.
It's kind of nice. The point that you're making, I think, is if you never knew about this stuff, and if you do know about this stuff, what the fuck is the difference anyway? You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and no, I learned of these things, and when I go to town once a week.
When you heard there was a tsunami, did you immediately say that this is man-made?
No.
Because I heard you say that there is a place on this planet where they can affect the weather.
Oh, yeah. No, there is. It's called HARP. It's way up in Alaska.
What do you mean they could? I know that it's based on 50,000 watts of power.
Yeah, and 50 antennas. like radio antennas. They all combine into one, and they shoot low-level radio frequency way up to the ionosphere, and they ricochet it back to Earth.
And what does that do? It could create a tsunami?
It can control the weather. It can knock airplanes out of the air.
Why can't they make it warmer here then? I'm sick of this winter, and I'm tired.
Could we request?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but it's very interesting, and they lie about it because they call it an unclassified research center.
Do you think?
Wait, it's clearly classified because they wouldn't let me in.
Okay, but when do they control the weather? What weather are they controlling?
Because the weather's been downright shitty.
Nobody really knows. They have the ability to.
Do you think they could have made a mistake and caused a tsunami?
I think that could well be. Remember the one in Indonesia?
Yes.
A few years ago? Well, there was no earthquake. It came out of the blue. And people in Indonesia that were eyewitnesses said they saw the northern lights before the tsunami. Well, in Indonesia, you can't see the northern lights. And when they got HARP ramped up, that's what you see. It looks like the
remember
northern
that
lights.
tsunami because Petra Nemkova, the supermodel, was in it, and she held onto a tree and survived, and even her boyfriend was whisked away. What an amazing story, right? That she could survive a tsunami and hold onto a tree?
Well,
with a broken pelvis?
You know what I did, Howard?
What'd you do?
You remember the big earthquake in Chile?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I was playing golf in Mexico. And I was out on the back nine, and the ranger came up and said, "Governor, did you hear what happened?" I said, "No."
No, I'm playing golf, asshole. Leave me alone.
Well, he said, earthquake in Chile, and we're supposed to get hit with a tsunami at 5:20. And I went, oh, my God, because I live way over the mountain on the dirt road. My wife is there by herself, so I quit golf. I threw my clubs in the back of my pickup. I busted ass all the way home, drove the dirt road. I come screeching up to my house. I jumped out, ran in, put my swimsuit on, grabbed my surfboard, and ran to the beach.
Why did you do that?
I've never surfed a tsunami.
You're insane.
I needed it for my resume.
Are you a daredevil?
So I stood out there, and all that happened, Howard, the water went a foot out and came back in 2 feet. I said, what a disappointment.
Well, you were lucky.
Well, I don't wish death on anyone, but, maybe a 7-footer. That's not too much to ask.
Are you macho in every way in your life? I mean, you seem to be very macho. I mean, do you ever do anything kind of wussy? Do you do anything that would be sort of...
Do you cry at movies?
Yeah, I mean, you do.
Yeah?
Sure.
You're an emotional guy.
I'll tell you what can really get me if I start thinking about my parents a great deal who are gone.
You loved them?
Yeah.
Your father was good to you?
Oh, absolutely.
Kissed and hugged you?
Never struck me.
Did he ever say, I love you?
He wasn't that kind of guy. He was a World War II vet, but he didn't need to.
Did he teach you things?
Oh, yeah.
What was the lesson he taught you that was most valuable?
That we go to war over money.
Right.
Because he was a World War II vet, and I'm a unique family. My mother was a World War II veteran.
Why did you go into the service knowing that these wars were just the result of selfishness?
Because I was listening to my teachers in school and not my dad. My dad didn't want me to go in, or my brother. But
he said, listen, why should you give your life up for corporate interests?
Yep, and in Vietnam, I remember my dad was opposed to the Vietnam War before the hippies even were. He said, this is a bullshit war. They're over there just making money. It's a bunch of crap.
He knew. He saw that. I mean, you could say World War II, World War I, noble wars, right? I mean,
maybe, pretty well,
you
sure.
could say that.
The last noble war. World War II.
And now these wars, as you say, and I agree with you, that Libya and such, it's all about the oil. Libya is a major oil contributor.
Sure, absolutely.
Right.
You know what's in Afghanistan, don't you?
What you once told me what's in there.
Lithium.
Yeah, and
they found a vein of lithium they say is worth $1 trillion. Now, what's lithium used for? Every cell phone, every computer, and soon to be electric cars. They need it for the batteries.
Wow.
Now, why don't they just tell us that?
Hey,
say, look, we got to go get this lithium so we can live the life. Then I might say, well, okay, but they come up with this bullshit. We want to bring democracy
we need
to a bunch of people who wouldn't know democracy if it bit them on the ass.
Do you think you lose credibility because you're so open to every conspiracy theory? Do people say, oh, Jesse, like after a while, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Oh, Jesse just believes in every conspiracy theory. And but you really would say you investigate every conspiracy.
I investigate everything, and I don't believe them all, Howard, but I investigate them all. But this book is, you made an incorrect statement when I was listening to it. This book is all documents in the public domain that our government has produced. It's not conspiracy theory.
Right.
It's just documents that deal with 9/11.
And you analyze them.
Well, you can analyze them. We reprint every document. It isn't me telling you about it. At the end, you can read every document for yourself.
How many books have you written now?
This will be my 5th.
Your 5th? So
Yeah.
these things sell.
Well, I've had 4 New York Times bestsellers, and if this one's fortunate enough to get there, I'll have 5. And actually, the pre-sale of this one has been 3 times the last one.
How many books would you think you'll sell of this 63?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No,
you don't care. Do you sit there and worry about it?
Oh, sure you care, but it's a roll of the dice. You have no idea who will buy a book and read it.
Are you, like, I see you go on CNN, you used to go on Larry King, and now you went on Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
You come on my show.
Yep.
Are there shows that will not have you on?
Yeah,
that-
Fox.
Fox.
They won't let you on.
Are you
No.
hated at Fox?
Except for the weekend people. Like Geraldo will have me on, and Judge George Napolitano will have
Right.
me on. But the big boys, Hannity, O'Reilly, and Beck will not have me on.
Why?
I don't know. Ask them.
I mean, if
you know what I've said. I said Fox says they're fair and balanced, but yet they won't have me on. You know who has me on? Al Jazeera.
Right.
So I think Al Jazeera is more fair and balanced than Fox. They'll at least have me on.
Have you ever said to Bill O'Reilly directly, listen, pal, why can't I come on your show?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He just says, when you got something worthwhile, I'll put you on.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
I guess, but let's see. I made mention that if Ron Paul runs for president, I'd seriously consider running with him.
Why is Ron Paul so great? Other friends of mine have said Ron Paul is the only guy to listen to. Why is he so great?
Because Ron Paul wants to. He truly has America's best interest in mind.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he wants the Federal Reserve audited.
Okay.
Which is phenomenal.
Right.
Why aren't they audited?
Well, it's a good point.
Right. He was the only one on the floor of Congress when WikiLeaks broke.
That said it was good.
That stood up and said, nobody died from WikiLeaks. How many people died from the lies and the intelligence manipulation on Iraq?
The guy from WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, are you one of these guys who supports him?
Absolutely.
Do you think he's being railroaded on these sex charges and everything else?
Absolutely.
They want to get him.
Sure. And you know what's interesting? What I found out, this new premier of Sweden, where what he supposedly did, the things he did are not illegal here, and they're not illegal in England.
I know.
But they're illegal in Sweden. This new prime minister...
He had sex with a woman without a rubber.
Yeah. This new prime minister in Sweden is a right-winger. He was helped by Karl Rove to get in office. Now, do you think that some of this information could deal with Rove and Bush, and that's why they got this guy in Sweden trying to put him in jail?
WikiLeaks did nothing more than embarrass a few people. They had some egg on their face. There was nothing that really prevented this country from continuing or our security. Am I correct? I mean, what the hell happened?
The worst is Daniel Manning. The guy who supposedly this private that leaked it to him, they're holding him right now in Quantico, solitary confinement. And let's remember, we're a country who tortures now. Who's to say they're not torturing him? And remember, the first thing he released, Howard, was that helicopter killing those people, murdering them down on the street. So the guy that releases it is in jail, but these murderers are still free.
Do you think Ron Paul could actually win an election?
I said that if Ron Paul would leave the Republican Party, I would give great consideration to running with him. And if we had ballot access in all 50 states, yes, I do, because
Has he asked you to run with him?
Not yet.
No one. But you're close with him.
He and I have spoken. I spoke at his counter convention in Minneapolis when the Republicans had their convention in St. Paul. And here's something interesting.
Do you like him because you think he'll actually carry out his campaign promise? Like Obama said, he was going to get us out of all the wars. He said he had a timetable and all of that. Now we're in now we're in Libya. Probably to be in there forever.
Gitmo's still open.
That's right. So all of these promises were not like you could say, okay, with the budget that's difficult, with health care that's difficult. But one thing to pull out of a war, if you say you're going to do it, you should do it, right?
Well, you need Ron Paul's quote. Everybody says, well, how do we get out of Iraq now? Ron Paul said, easy. We walked in, we can walk out.
That's it.
That's it. It's
War
as
over.
simple as that.
Do you think that what a president learns when he takes that office, because surely Obama wasn't lying when he said he wanted to do all those things prior to, but then you walk into the office, you get a set of information that you didn't know before you walked into the office.
The CIA takes you aside and says, listen, asshole, here's what's really going on.
You got it, Howard.
Yeah. Right.
So
you got
do
it.
you think...
I think he got taken to the woodshed.
And that's what's
What
going
does
to
that
happen
mean?
to Ron Paul as well.
What do you mean he got taken to the woodshed?
Well,
He's the president of the United States.
think that I don't believe that our president runs our country anymore.
Right. He does.
Because always follow the money. The Federal Reserve has all the money. This small group of bankers, they determine because they got the money.
Anybody in government has said government is like a barge. In order to move just an inch, the president really it's almost an impossible job to fuck up and also to win. It's like it's just sort of there.
Yeah, the bureaucracy is so large, so large.
Do you now let me understand this. I don't know if this is from the book. I think it is. One of your points is, and you're not saying this for a fact, but you have a suspicion that the disease AIDS and Lyme disease has something to do with the government?
Oh, absolutely.
What does that mean?
Well, straight out from where you live at the end of Long Island is Plum Island.
Right.
Well, Plum Island is a biological testing center that was created by a guy named Erich Traub. Erich Traub's a Nazi who was right under Himmler. He should have stood trial at Nuremberg, but instead we brought him here, and his expertise was biological warfare, infecting wood ticks and mosquitoes and turning them loose. Well, Lyme disease is carried by a wood tick. Well, it's called Lyme disease because the first recorded case was in Lyme, Connecticut, which is right across the water, a stone's throw.
In other words, you're saying
from
Lyme disease is a recent occurrence. We don't see it before that point in history.
The first recorded case was in Lyme, Connecticut a number of years ago, within the last 50 years. And did it get loose from Plum Island?
You say in your new book, and I happen to agree with this, I believe that you are right, that the Gulf War syndrome, that a lot of these guys who are coming back in our military are seriously screwed up, committing suicide, not only are they killing themselves, they're killing other people. They really lose it when they come back. The government refuses to help these guys in any meaningful way. And it all comes down to money. They don't want to pay for it. Is that it?
Sure. And it's the old classic that they do to all veterans. Oh, thank you for your patriotism. Rah, rah,
Thank you for
rah.
your service.
Yeah. And they play anthems at football
People
games.
tie yellow ribbons.
But when it comes down to actually taking care of the veteran, screw you. They've done it every war. Vietnam, Agent Orange, they didn't believe that. Every time the vets come home, people don't realize after a war there is huge collateral damage to the people that go fight these wars, and we don't take care of them. It's like, oh, you did it, now forget you. We're on to the next.
And these are good guys. I mean, these are brave guys. I've met a couple of guys on my show who come in here. I can't think of the sergeant who used to come in here.
And I
came back. It was like his third tour of duty, and he cracked. He even said, Howard, I cracked. I've got Gulf War syndrome. He feels abandoned. He really, truly does. He's lost.
We should be ashamed of how we treat our veterans.
We were talking on the air the other day. I was going to call you about this, but I knew you were coming in. We were talking about, some people were doubting me about that we are really losing bees. In fact, some guy called in during this discussion with my cousins.
He's got trucks filled with
I've got
bees.
trucks full of bees, Howard. What the hell are you talking about? What is going on? If we lose the bees, we lose all of our food source. We lose everything, right?
And, Albert Einstein's a lot smarter than me, and he was quoted as saying, when the bees go, we go.
Well, think about it. They pollinate. Our food source comes from all of this. Everything we eat.
We don't need that now. We got Monsanto. They're going to make us all this genetically food. So what do we need to worry about bees for?
In your opinion, why are we losing bees? Like, where are they going?
Insecticides. They're being killed. All the insecticides and things that we put on the crops.
But
and we
I
put
am
out
for DDT.
You're what?
I'm for DDT.
Well, I was part of UDT.
I'm part of DDT. I don't like these bed bugs we have here. There's an epidemic in New York. You can't go anywhere without bed bugs. When they had
George had bed bugs.
George, Star Trek, had bed bugs. Him and George were in that. I mean, George and Brad were in that bed doing God knows what, and then all of a sudden they're getting bitten up by bugs. I was livid. The only thing when we had DDT, there were no bed bugs.
Wait a minute now.
Come on.
George,
Yeah.
is that because, the Bible says you're not supposed to do what you do? Do you think that's what it could be?
No.
I think it's a plague.
Think it's probably
a plague
sitting in
well, you, George.
It wasn't only in George's bed. It was in everybody's bed. I'm saying, some of these insecticides are necessary, aren't they?
Yes, but not on crops, not on everything. I mean, Howard, when I live in Mexico and I buy fruits and vegetables down there, I have to eat them within 2 days or they spoil.
Right.
Everything up here's got a 30-day shelf life.
It's true. I buy a tomato. Sometimes it says red and beautiful
For weeks.
What are they doing to these tomatoes?
They put preservatives on it, chemicals. You're eating chemicals.
And this has now been introduced into the environment, and the bees are...
Okay, here's a better one, Howard. Drinking water. They put fluoride in it, right?
Right.
And that's because we're not capable of brushing our own teeth and taking care of them.
We can get our own fluoride.
Yeah, so they put it in. Do you know what fluoride is the main ingredient of?
What?
Prozac.
Why do they do this?
And guess where it came from?
Where?
The Nazis started putting fluoride in the water.
Do you think this is are you
it's
going
the
as
dumbing
far?
down.
Do you think that there is somebody or some group of people in America that wanted fluoride so that we'd all be spaced out?
Yeah.
Who are these people? Give me a name.
I don't know.
Who is it?
Howard, I don't know.
You know.
You got I don't. How would I know? I
George
live in
and Brad.
Mexico for 4 months out of the year.
You know, the one thing I do say is if you're polluting the water, the air, the food, the people who are doing that are still eating it.
No, they have their own source.
They have another source?
Yes,
of
from
food,
the moon.
Water and air?
How do you know, Robin?
You don't know anything.
But that's what I'm asking, because it seems to me that if, Monsanto owns the patent on every crop seed, then, they're going to have to eat that food too.
You don't know. They may be just having us do it.
Listen, I went to summer camp.
By the way, Howard, there's something in this book you need to read.
I want to just say one thing. I went to summer camp. We'll talk about the book. I went to summer camp. They used to put saltpeter in the food. You know why? It reduced your sex drive. They didn't want the kids.
Is that true?
This is what I heard. They said they added saltpeter to the food. And I was livid.
But you weren't any less horny.
Oh, my God. I fucked like a rabbit. Unbelievable.
That's because you didn't eat.
That's right.
Look how skinny you are.
Well, you were about to make a point about your book. Go ahead. And by the way, the book is called 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. It's in stores now. George, are you learning anything through this? You've been awfully...
It's very enlightening.
Very enlightening.
I've been against wars, too. And all the information that I'm hearing here just... makes me feel stronger about that.
Were you aware of the governor now, or?
I thought he was a wonderful governor of Minnesota.
You liked him.
I liked him. I really admired what you did, and particularly coming from your background, where people try to denigrate you because of your wrestling background.
Well,
George loves wrestling.
Well, let me say this about George and his partner. I worked for 4 years in Minnesota so that gay employees could get benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I was successful. Well, guess what happened? Right when I left office,
overturned,
and the new contract came up, it was the first thing that the Democrats bargained back to the Republicans, and now gays in Minnesota don't get. They had the benefits for a couple years. Now they've taken them away again.
Is that why you never became a Democrat or Republican? That you don't trust either side?
Yeah. They're the only way we're going to get our country back is to destroy these two political parties.
Because you would think the Democrats would have stuck up for the gay population.
No, that's the gay population is just their bargaining chip. That's
exactly.
That's the first thing they give back to the Republicans.
And George, teach the governor how to say tsunami properly.
There's a T in front of that word. It's pronounced tsunami. It's a Japanese word. And all these journalists on TV and radio...
And I believe the governor is guilty of this. The governor himself said tsunami.
Yeah, well, I apologize, George. What the hell? I didn't go to college.
He never went to college.
Now you're learning as I'm learning from you.
There we go.
Right.
But Howard, there's something in my book you need.
Yes.
We print the entire CIA's assassination manual in here. Read it, and you'll know how to get rid of those people you don't like.
Why do I need to know that?
Well, that way you'll know how to commit murder.
Has the CIA assassinated, have they successfully gone into other countries and assassinated leaders?
Well,
because I'm for that.
They assassinated Che Guevara.
They did.
Sure.
So they were able to do that. Why couldn't they do that with Castro? Why did they never pull that off?
Well, what gives them the right?
I'm not saying so. Why did they fail? But why did they fail?
Because Castro's too good.
He's good at it.
He's too good for him. They can't get him. They
Why not
tried and tried and tried, and Fidel outsmarted him.
Why not Gaddafi? Why couldn't they just go in and remove him?
What gives us the right to do that?
We don't. But why didn't they do it?
I don't know. These guys have protection too.
Are we torturing people right now? Prisoners.
I think we probably are. Yeah.
Have we beheaded anybody?
Yes, it's in my book. Yeah.
That's right. So who is it that we beheaded?
Some guy over in Iraq.
What do you mean we beheaded him?
Cut his head off.
We were in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
We captured him during wartime.
Yep.
He wasn't convicted of anything.
I don't know, but the document's in here.
So sometimes we do that. Why do you think we beheaded him? To scare the other prisoners?
Don't ask me.
I was going to say,
well, you don't
can't
know, who
talk
knows?
to somebody whose
Talk
head
to the
is
guys
off.
that beheaded them.
Well, you got to get on them.
They might be able to tell you why they did it.
Might be your next book.
The whole point of torture was to make these people talk. If you're beheading people, they're not talking.
Well, the bad thing, though, Robin, about torture is that there's no credibility in it.
I don't agree with torture.
Because if you torture someone, they are going to say whatever's required to stop the torture. The thing that has me angry now is, do you see the latest? They're not going to try these guys in the country. They're going to give them a military tribunal.
Well, they wanted to try them in New York. I was against that.
Why?
Because why the hell do you need to set up a problem area in the Manhattan where we already have all these problems?
Then try them in Alaska.
But you don't want a secret tribunal.
No.
You want it out in the open.
Well, either that or let me be on the jury. Because I want to hear the evidence.
Right.
I want to hear you're not going to hear one shred of evidence now. They're going to do this kangaroo court. They're going to put these guys to death, and then they're going to tell, all you conspiracy people, we proved it. These guys were all found guilty.
Trial.
Your whole push is to bring out things in the open. That's why you like WikiLeaks. That's why you wrote this book.
Exactly.
You want let's bring it all out in the open. Why is everyone hiding?
And do you know why I have every right to ask that?
Why?
Because I'm a taxpayer, and they do it with my money, and I have every right to know what they're spending my money on.
What happens when they say, in the interest of national security, we can't tell you something? You say bullshit, right?
Well, no, I'll accept that temporarily. As a Navy SEAL, I know there are certain things you can't talk about immediately.
Right.
But after the op's over, why then can it come out in the open?
When you're alone in Mexico, and you just
I'm not alone. My wife's with me.
Well, listen. When you're alone, that's like being alone. When you're alone in Mexico,
you ever see my wife?
I've seen your wife.
It ain't like being alone.
But
Howard.
when you're in Mexico, you're a guy who loves to talk. You're outgoing. Do you shut down, or do you yap all day about
No, I
this
shut
stuff?
down.
You shut down.
Yeah,
and did she ever say to you, Jesse, you're the life of the party on Stern, on all these shows. Well, you come home, you're like a fucking zombie. I mean, what is that?
I'm not a zombie, but I try to keep that out of my home life.
You don't sit and tell her about this? You don't go, do you sit at home and go, Jesus Christ?
When are you doing your studying and investigations? Yeah, you must go crazy.
What's your wife like? Does she go, listen, you better calm down. You're going to have a heart attack here, and I can't take it.
No,
Does she get annoyed with you?
No.
She's not into these conspiracies. She's not that. She wants to just hang out and have a good time.
No, she has now joined me in suspecting our government of a great deal of bad.
But she's not all hopped up on this like you are. I mean, come on.
I'm not hopped up on it. I just do what I do, Howard.
So when we get together socially, are you going to lecture me on a lot of this stuff, or
not at all.
What are we going to talk about? That's what I'm afraid. But maybe our relationship is just based on all this stuff. What are we going to talk about?
Well, Howard, you won't ever come and see me. You hide out in Long Island.
First of all, Mexico's a crazy place right now.
What part of Mexico are you in? Not where all the drugs are.
I mean, what are you doing in Mexico? You're telling me that it's not a dangerous place right now?
There are places that are dangerous, absolutely.
Do you travel with a gun in Mexico?
You can't have a gun. It's against the law.
But everybody has a gun in Mexico.
No,
only the drug dealers have guns.
Only the drug dealers got them.
These drug dealers are so powerful. They can decide, Jesse Ventura, we're going to take you today, and no one's going to challenge. There's no law.
Oh, that's not true, because the military came and camped out by my house the other day.
Why?
I don't know. I guess they found out a former governor's there, and they're keeping me safe.
What is going on? This is all of a sudden? They're camping out in front of your house?
Well, down about 2 blocks, yeah.
What if you piss off a drug kingpin? Seriously, you got a big mouth on you. What if you piss one off? I mean, he could take you, your wife will never hear from you
what?
again.
What have I pissed them off about?
I don't know.
All I've said is that we should legalize, and it'll put them out of business.
Listen, you're on fire. You're on fire. I see what's going on here. You're wild.
Howard.
You're a great guy. What is with your hair? You going to keep your hair long, or are you ever going to cut it again? I noticed when you were governor, you played the game.
Right.
You cut your hair.
You have to, because in our country, and actually, Howard, I can't even run for office anymore.
Why?
Well, like George, I've come out of the closet.
What do you mean?
I'm an atheist.
I see, because everyone says God, right? If they don't say God, they don't get elected.
I don't believe you can be an atheist and admit it and get elected in our country.
You almost have to you have to get that shot if you're walking into a church and praying to Jesus.
That's why, because we live in a fascist country, which is fascism means when corporations and organized religion take over the government.
Were you always an atheist?
No, I was a Lutheran.
When did you come to the conclusion there is no God?
Because, surprisingly, who convinced me was George Carlin.
What did he say?
Well, he said this. He said, I believe in the sun, and so do I now. And I worship the sun because the sun gives me everything I want. It gives me warmth. It gives me my food. And most importantly, Howard, it comes up every morning and I can see it. So it gives me great credibility.
So, Governor,
great credibility. I can see the sun.
It's this imaginary. Maybe we need imaginary friends to get through life. You know?
Well, and I don't hold it against anyone, but to me, until they can prove to me. And in my 59 years, I have never, ever come in contact with God.
In your opinion,
I know you have, because I remember when you were trying to have that baby and God was talking to you.
In your opinion, what is this all about? Now,
what is what about?
The life.
What is the purpose of man?
Why are we here? Are we here alone?
Geez, I don't know. Go ask the Dalai Lama.
No, wait a second, though. You think about this. Why are we here? Like, what was the purpose of all of this?
We evolved.
Is this an accident?
No, we're a product of evolution.
Is this recreated anywhere else in the universe?
I don't know.
Why don't you know these things? You always have an answer.
Do your conspiracy theories go to the level of extraterrestrial
life? You were a
life?
professional wrestler. Who's going to know this stuff?
Robin, we have enough conspiracies that we do. I don't need to worry about aliens.
Governor,
I want you to come back.
You're a Buddhist.
Where are the bees?
Me? A Buddhist.
Where
Yes,
are the bees? Where are the aliens? Are we here alone? And why are we here in the first place? Answer that stuff and then come back.
Next book.
Okay.
Go home and think about it.
All right.
What's the matter with you? Jesse Ventura, great guest, great guy. He knows everything.
No, he doesn't.
Although I stumped him today, he doesn't know why we're here.
He just asks questions.
Why are we? Think about
he was converted by a George Carlin routine.
Do you think we're going to die and then just like what happens to the essence of Jesse Ventura?
I think that we may become energy.
Energy.
Yes.
Who wants to become energy? I don't want to be energy. I want to be here.
Well,
we are.
I don't want. Aren't you excited by all this computer stuff?
Well, I'll give you another example.
Don't you love the iPad?
What is God really? He's a guy in the sky that wants your money.
Right. That's right. We seem to be paying.
Why would he need my money if he's up in the sky?
And
Good
he
point.
made everything.
Are you excited by all this new technology?
Wait, and you know what else gets me?
Yeah.
They said God created the earth in 6 days, right? And then in the seventh day he rested?
Right.
Well, then why do we put him to work on the seventh day? That's his day of rest. Let him have the day off. Pray to him on Monday and have church on Monday instead. Let the guy have a day off.
We've all seen pictures.
Right, George?
We've all
Governor,
seen
you
pictures.
should look into Buddhism. You sound very Buddhistic.
Really?
Yes. We all seen pictures of guys, primitives praying to rocks and stones, and we laugh at that.
Yeah.
And yet there really isn't much difference between.
So we pray to nothing at all.
Right.
Yeah,
at least if you have a rock,
we pray
the sun is a good thing to pray to.
Sure.
Yes.
Sun rock.
That's where, when the combination happened, there were sun worshippers who combined with the Christians. Where do you think halos came from?
Right.
And all that stuff is when they had to change a few of the rules to include other people.
Are you excited by the new technology, or do you see it as threatening? I love my iPad, too. Do you have one?
No.
I love it.
I've never owned a cell phone. I've never done a computer.
Why? Why anti-technology? I mean, I know that's sort of an affect in a way. It's like, I'm not gonna change my ways.
Well,
but you're a progressive thinker.
Yeah, but because I look at it this way, Howard, between computers, cell phones, and the television, you got people spending 16 hours a day looking at screens.
Yeah, but
Go out and live real life.
When you were on the plane today and you were coming in, or whenever you took the plane, The private plane, I may add. Who paid for that? Did you pay for that?
No, the book publisher.
You're kidding. How did you get a book publisher to pay for that? They don't pay for anything.
I threatened them.
And so when you are on the plane, wouldn't it be nice to have that iPad? I'm all set. I'm going out to California. I got a trip I planned. I got an iPad. I loaded it up with films. I'm going to watch movies. I'm going to check all the news things. Well, that's exciting, no? And that's great for a guy like you.
I pick up an old-fashioned book on the plane and, read it. You can turn the pages physically instead of looking at a screen.
I never thought of that.
So I just kind of read a book.
All right. Listen, speaking of books, Governor, you've done it again. You've written your what? This is the fourth book? Fifth. All right. Jesse Ventura's book, 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. It's in stores now. Maybe you'll learn something.
Howard, you're going to California?
Yes.
Well, damn it, why don't you just, when you get done there, jump on one plane to Cabo San Lucas. I'll pick you up and come and spend a few days with me.
I'm afraid to be alone with you.
My wife will be
How
there.
How can I be fun for you? You hang out.
Wife will
you hung
be
out
there.
with these, the Hulk Hogan types. Not Hulk. I know you
did not.
But I'm just saying, you were a professional wrestler. You look at me like a woman. I mean, I'm too feminine for you.
Wouldn't you go surfing with him?
Hell no. I'm dying to surf, but I'm so afraid.
Howard,
could you teach me how to surf?
I'm begging you.
You imagine me and you on surfboards?
Fly.
You put me in a bikini. I know it.
I'm just learning too.
Are you?
Sure.
And with your hips and everything else, you're able to do it?
It's the good thing now. It's called paddle surfing.
Oh.
You get with a paddle and you got the board. You stand on it and paddle.
I can't even do that.
That way you don't have to get up and down when the wave comes.
Right.
You drop right
How
into
tall
it.
are you?
You're 6'4".
And you're able to stand on this thing, huh?
Not all the time. That's part of the fun. Howard, please.
Why am I so feminine looking? Why don't I have more
Howard,
size
when
like
you go to L.A., come and visit me. And don't tell me you can't afford it, because I know you just signed a new damn contract.
Yeah, well.
What the hell would it cost you? $500 round trip?
It ain't the
down?
money. I just don't know if
Howard,
you're
I'll protect you.
You're going to be so bored with me.
How do I
what if
get
the
bored with
federales
you?
come and take us
then
away?
Bring George with too.
Bobo, quick question. Let me see how you handle people's questions. That's what you're going to have to do tonight.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Bobo.
Man, now listen to me. Howard's been calling me insane. My theory of 2012 is what you've been saying. Where are you going to be December 21st?
What is all this? The world is going to end in 2012. What is that? I don't even know about that.
What it is this, Howard, if you'll let me explain it a moment as I know it. The last time it happened, apparently every 150 years, the sun cleanses itself.
Right.
And it shoots these solar flares out into the solar system.
Okay.
Well, the Earth has a magnetic force field around it.
I thought so.
But if you go to NASA, they'll even verify this. We have a hole in ours. They don't know why, but there's a hole in
our
the
magnetic field.
Force field.
Okay.
So when these solar flares, the last one happened in like 1860. It did not have a major effect because we did not have electricity much then.
Right.
But now that we have electricity, what these solar flares can do, it could knock out the entire grid system of the United States.
And you're off the grid.
Well, I'm okay.
Right.
But look what happens in New York. If you go dark for 12 hours, you
You're
got
screwed.
Chaos.
Were you impressed that in Japan there was not one incident of looting or carrying on? With all of the loss of power they had there and all the chaos, the people there behaved. Impressive, right?
Well, they sure weren't Americans, were they?
They're not. Americans don't know from that. Do you think that's because Japan is one sort of racial community or something like that?
Well, in Japan, you're brought up in a certain style like you are in China and these different countries that it comes from within. It's part of their heritage.
We are a divided people. Is that what the problem
we're
is?
everything from everywhere.
Right.
You got George, you got me, you got you. You got Robin.
They got
Fred. By the
How
way,
dare you. Don't bring up Steve Langford's kid.
And in fact, Robin will like this.
Yes.
Being that I believe in evolution,
yes,
I'm going to get one of those T-shirts that says I'm African American.
You are.
Yes, because
you are. All
everybody
came
is.
from
the same place.
Will
Right?
you wear that the next time you're here?
Well, I'm going to try to get one. Who is it? Christopher.
Because I'm going to have you locked up if you walk in
whatever. But
Howard.
Yes.
I have one more question. Jesse, please tell him about the New World Order underneath the Denver airport. Tell him the government is under a tear.
Bobo, tell the governor your IQ. He got an 87. We had him tested.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what he's
ability.
talking about is under the new Denver airport.
Go ahead.
There supposedly is this huge bunker. Because have you been to the Denver airport? The new one?
I don't go anywhere.
Okay, well, it's weird.
Yeah.
Because it's located out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
It's 25 miles from the city, and there's not one hotel by it.
So what's
Have
going on?
you ever seen an airport that don't have a hotel
So
by
what's
it?
going on?
Well, supposedly, when the shit hits the fan, the chosen ones will go into these bunkers they're building.
That are underneath the airport. Who are the chosen ones? Like the president and these kind of
I
people?
guess the chosen.
Not us.
It won't
I ain't
be
no
us.
fortunate son.
It ain't us, because I'm an independent. I don't belong to the
Do you
two
believe the
parties.
bees are there? The bees have to be somewhere.
The bees have to be somewhere.
You know about everything. It's impressive.
I do not. I
Wait,
don't-
Bobo brings up a subject. You know about it.
Well, you know.
You're well read. You
Yeah.
read the New York Times?
No, I read books.
Books?
Yeah.
What book should I be reading so I can get smart like you?
Well, one that I read this year that might interest you, Howard, is Manson Now.
Charles Manson?
Yeah.
You read about him?
Yeah, I've read. But
I believe Manson.
Wait till you hear this.
Yeah.
He gets, how sick is this? He gets so much mail in prison, there's 2 inmates assigned strictly just to do his mail.
See, I need to. I need
Is
to
that
read about
unbelievable?
Goodness, that's
I
amazing.
get
it's in
bored
this
with
book.
books. I get bored with the books. It's hard for me to stay focused. It really is. That's why I read magazines.
Howard, now don't come and see me. Will you do that?
Will we read books together?
No,
Do
we'll chase rattlesnakes. That's
But that's
fun.
it. I'm a pussy. I'm not into that stuff. I
Well,
mean,
you
what
can
are we gonna
stand
do?
behind me.
I like a glass of wine. We'll sit around.
We can do that.
All right.
I'm
let's-
serious, Howard. If
I
you're
wanna
going to
hang with
L.A., fly to Cabo, email
I'm
me.
not flying anywhere.
Come down.
It's
Well, how
America. The only
you
reason-
getting to L.A., running?
I'm going under protest. I'm going to visit my daughter, and I'm going to, and my wife wants to go, and so I'm going. Believe me, I'm going under protest. I don't like any of this nonsense.
Howard, I have
Listen.
one more question for the governor.
Okay.
Bobo, what is this, 60 Minutes?
No. Where are you going to be on December 21st, 2012?
He's obsessed with 2012.
I will be down in Mexico because they told me that if you're off the grid like I am and you have solar power, I asked the expert, I said, what'll happen to me if I'm off the grid on solar power? He said, well, probably the only negative thing for you is you're going to have 100,000 people who want to live with you.
Well, let me tell you something. Something goes down, then I will visit you.
It'd be too late then, Howard. You got to come before
I'm coming.
Don't
the
you
day
come
before.
just when the shit hits
I'm
the
coming
fan.
December 31st.
Don't you come when the shit
That's
hits the
when
fan.
I show up and be there for me.
You better come down and visit
You
me
know where I'm
before
going to be
that.
in 2012? I'm not going to be with Bobo. That's where I'm not going to be.
Yeah, if Bobo's going there, you're not going.
You're going to take my kid, man.
And what do we think of this John Hinckley being free? He shot the president. He's walking around. He's got a girlfriend. You read about this?
No.
He's got a girlfriend.
No.
He has basically visitation everywhere he goes. This guy shot the president, and forget the president. The president lived. He shot this James Brady in the head. He wrecked this guy's fucking life, and now he's running around like he's Mr. America. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
blame the system. Why did they let him out?
The system stinks. The system is dirty.
You know. Well, the problem is this.
Thank you.
I'm opposed to capital punishment, but on the flip side, I believe if you're sentenced to life in prison,
yes.
Why do they call it life if you can get parole?
Yeah.
Amen.
That's not life.
You're right.
No, I don't want anyone put to death because with the new DNA and all that, look at all the people they find that are innocent.
Look at George just woke up. How come you're so up to that? What happened?
Well, no, I've always been against the
death penalty.
But life should be life. When you're sentenced to life, it don't mean you get a parole hearing in 8
I agree
years.
with you. All right.
There should be consistency.
Now you got George all charged up,
Yeah,
and you're
he's
going to
gonna
leave, and I
start
got to deal with him.
piping up.
That's right. That's right.
And George, I bet, is tough to deal with, isn't
Yes,
he?
George,
he is.
He just has a look like he is
this
trouble.
morning. This morning,
he looks
what
like
you're
trouble waiting to happen.
This morning, he put me through the ringer. I mean, it's unbelievable. Okay, look.
No, you're a bold truth talker. I really have.
You've got a
great
fan
admiration
over there.
for you.
Well, thank you, George. And all I can say is,
Live long and prosper.
Live long and
there
prosper.
you go.
That's right.
Exactly.
Goddamn right.
Oh, wait,
When is this show going to go on?
There
What?
it is, right
There we
there.
are.
Howard.
What?
Hey, we can all
But
do
we're
it.
all giving each other the Vulcan. That's the true sign of
Wait a minute.
nerds.
George has his finger, his thumb sticking out. Is that wrong?
George can't do the
Like
Vulcan
this.
sign.
Yeah, I
Oh.
have trouble doing it too, but I got it there.
George, are you saying on the Vulcan sign that you should have your thumb spread out?
Yes.
Oh, you
You
should.
should?
Okay, there we go.
How do you know
Thumb
that?
is spread out. I can do
Leonard Nimoy invented it.
I know, and he told you that?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Listen.
Hey, Howard, one more thing. When is this show coming back? Conspiracy Theory.
it. Well, right now, we think it's coming back, but as you always know in Hollywood, you don't know for sure till they actually do it. But we're in communication.
Were the ratings good? Do you think
Ratings are phenomenal.
So then why wouldn't they bring it back?
Well, they censored one of them. The government came down on the network and only allowed one of them to be showed one time, and they had to pull it. They now acknowledge I made it. That was the one on Police State, where we discovered that there's a bill that the Department of Homeland Security got passed where FEMA is building no less than 6 internment camps.
Oh, my.
George, internment camps. George was in an internment camp.
Well, the last time we had them was during World War II, and we put our Japanese American citizens in there.
I grew up in them. I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, guess, I don't know. That's who's going into them. That's the question I had. Who are these being built
George
for?
grew up in an internment camp. He was locked up.
Because of the Japanese, the war,
I'm
World
an
War II?
American of Japanese ancestry.
You want to go down?
I
to,
looked
you
like
want
the
to go
people
down?
who bombed Pearl Harbor.
You want to go down to the governor's place with me? We'll hang out. We can
All
talk
right,
about
I'll
it.
join you.
All right, listen. Okay.
I could learn a lot from this man here.
Yeah, believe me, you could.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I can learn a lot from George, too, because he
could.
tells me how to
Buddhism.
say tsunami.
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 All right, listen. We've
clear,
said a
right
lot.
there
Let
on
people
paper.
think about what you've said.
Okay.
All right. Jesse Ventura's book, 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read, is in stores now.
How did we lose control of our government?
Well, when a coup d'etat happens, when they killed President Kennedy, that's a good way, because if you can get away with murdering the president, what can't you get away with?
Ken, what do you want? Go ahead in Mountainside, New Jersey. Quickly, the governor has an agenda.
Hey, Jesse, nice to talk to you. Quick theory I heard was that supposedly at the North and South Pole, that beyond the poles there's an opening and that there's an inner Earth. I'll give you quick examples. There's Admiral Byrd back in World War II time that supposedly the military sent him on journeys.
Do you believe the earth is hollow, is what this man is asking?
Hollow? No. I don't think
You
it
think
is.
people are walking from one end to the other to get
I think there could be.
I believe the earth is hollow. What do you think of that?
There's molten lava and all
prove
that
I'm
down
wrong.
there.
Good luck. What is it? The governor's
It's not hollow. I went to that movie, The Journey to the Center of the Earth. I remember that.
Yeah, what is it?
JD just sent me a great article about the governor's show. Did you see this thing where there's a conspiracy theory that it's being erased from people's DVRs? Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, my.
There were people who were
He
saying
likes it, though.
that the show's being DVR'd, and then when they go there, it's been taken off.
Oh, yeah, the governor will check that out. Trust me. Believe me, there's something up there. All right, listen. Your head will explode. You start investigating that. Look, the governor wants to meet with you for some reason, and he will be signing copies of his book tonight from 7 to 9 at Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Go over and say hello. Tomorrow night from 7 to 9 at the Barnes & Noble in Fresh Meadows, New York. Thursday night from 7:30 to 9 at the Barnes & Noble in Clifton, New Jersey. The book is called what? The book is called Governor Jesse Ventura's 63 Documents the Government Doesn't Want You to Read. And go pick one up in the stores. Thanks for coming in and seeing us.
Howard, always a pleasure. And
A real
Howard,
pleasure.
please come down and visit me.
I'm coming.
I promise you'll be safe. Nothing. You get down there and you'll realize Mexico is a beautiful place.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
a
you, Governor.
beautiful
I've been there
place.
many times. I'm just not going back. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard.
And by the way, if you do get down to Mexico, you can see the governor in his backyard worshiping the sun. He is now a sun worshiper.
Every morning I get up and worship the sun.
Governor.
Yep.
More injustices revealed during today's interview with Howard.
What injustices?
Well, things that are going on in our country that we don't know about.
Well, there's lots of things going on in our country we don't know about, because when our country classifies 16 million documents top secret, I would say that's just about every document they put out. And as I said, I have every right to know what my government does because they use my tax money to do it, and I have every right to know what my tax money is being spent on. It's my right as a citizen to know that.
In a democratic country.
In a democratic country, you should be able to know what your money is being spent on, and clearly our government is not open anymore. We're turning into one of the most secretive governments across the world today, and that's the wrong direction to be going. Thank God we got people like Howard Stern and people like that'll have people like me on so that we can talk about things of this nature.
Now, you alluded to maybe a revolution to sort of destroy the two-party system as the solution.
Well, the revolution is simple. All you got to do is refuse to vote for Democrats and Republicans. It's that simple. We have the power in our own hands. Stop electing them. When they play blame, who's ruined our country? They've been in charge for the last 50 to 100 years, so any problems we have go right back to the Democrats and Republicans. They're the ones that have been in charge. So if our country's screwed up, it's their fault.
And you think a show like Howard's can help promote this type of
absolutely.
social change and
Howard,
change?
hey, rest assured, they're already trying to take control of the internet.
You don't think they're going to try to get control of satellite radio? You think that they don't want to control where Howard Stern can't say profanity? You know, look what it was like for Howard when he was on regular radio. They were fining him every week. And yet we're supposed to have free speech. Oh, rest assured they will attempt to get control of satellite radio. The government don't like nothing they don't control. They want to control everything. So
hey,
right
Governor, I have a quick question for you. Benji. If, let's say they give you a special pass to go through the airport.
Yeah. Well, they do to the speaker.
No, I get that.
Yeah, I know.
But let's say they do that for people, and more people. How do they know it's you?
You show your passport.
But isn't that easy to fake?
No. Passports, your picture's on it. It's issued to you by the U.S. government.
But wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
Isn't it an easier system not to have the passes?
My point is this: certain elected officials are not required to, and what I'm suing over is the fact that how are they anymore not dangerous? How come I'm more dangerous than them?
No, I agree. But should anyone have passes?
I can't answer that. But here's the bigger question, which we didn't get into in there. Why is it the government's job to provide security for what's a private sector business? Airlines are private sector business. Now, why don't the airlines provide their own security?
I agree with you.
And if they did that, then I could have like 90% of my flights now are Delta since they merged with Northwest in Minnesota. That way I could have a relationship with Delta Airlines to where they know Jesse Ventura's no threat. When he comes out, produces his thing, give him a ticket and put him on the plane and he goes through nothing.
Are you okay with luggage being searched?
Sure, that's what ought to be searched more.
But isn't that the same, isn't the Fourth Amendment, wouldn't that be the same thing? Luggage or a person?
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe your luggage, well, the Fourth Amendment does says your papers and all that stuff. So yeah, I suppose technically now that I think about it, maybe it is. You know, who knows? But luggage, you have to remember, also leaves you. Once you put it on the thing and it goes on the plane, you're no longer in charge of your luggage anymore. And did you see the thing where that pilot took the photo down on the tarmac, where all the security upstairs, and yet on the tarmac all they had to do is run a card through a thing. And who did they prosecute? The pilot for revealing it. He got prosecuted for revealing that. Again, killing the messenger, not the message. And yet, so here you got people, all they'd have to do, you could have the card, give it to me, I could be a terrorist, I run it through the thing, I could be down there right on the tarmac, because all you do is put a card through a thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying, we gotta get rid of cards.
Well, first of all, let me give you this one. Who have they caught? Nobody.
I don't know.
I mean, would they?
Oh, you mean?
Well, through what they're putting us through right now.
Right.
Who have they caught?
I don't know.
No one.
Yeah.
You think if they caught someone, it wouldn't be in the front page? Sure it would. They haven't caught anybody.
I think some people have been stopped, but I don't know if it's like people that were more crazy people.
Well, but I mean, what terrorists have they caught?
I don't know.
None. 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 Why do they automatically assume that terrorists are going to do the same thing? Wait, when I was a SEAL, you don't repeat yourself. You don't patternize yourself. If you've got an objective you're going to get, and you go in this way to get it, you don't come out the same way you go in. You come out as alternate route.
Do you think it's good for the planes to have any kind of checking out?
Sure, they should. Absolutely. But it shouldn't be to what we're getting here, where they violate you and sexually assault you. Cops can't do it. If a cop pulls you over on the street, he cannot frisk you the way we're getting frisked at airports. And we haven't, remember this, when you go to the airport, they're treating you like you're guilty of something. You're guilty till you prove you're innocent.
Right. Well, I guess they would say you're choosing to go to the airport. They could say the same thing on the street, too.
Sure, but I mean, you're guilty. Aren't you supposed to be innocent until proven guilty? You have to prove you're innocent. Well, that's when you go in there, you're guilty.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're okay with the search of luggage, if you're okay with any kind of search, I don't see how it's different when it's your body.
Really?
I'm saying legally. If let's say you're holding like a little purse with you, are you okay with that being searched?
No, you set it through the machine.
But should you have to do that?
Sure, because you could be carrying a gun.
Well, you could have a gun up your ass, too. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying I said, but someone.
How do you get a gun up your ass?
I don't. I don't know. I've been to some parties and stuff.
People had guns up their asses.
I'm just saying metaphorically, a gun up your ass. I'm not saying.
Well,
I knew prison was a possibility.
why should I? Okay, because I have metal in my body. Why should I be discriminated against? Why do I have to? Because I have metal, I can't help it.
This is the way I think of it. I don't know if it's the best system. I think they're trying to figure out what's the best way we can try to make it a little bit more secure. And let's figure out some overall strategies.
Well, always remember this. When the government tells you they're going to keep you safe, be prepared. You're going to lose your freedoms then in order to keep you safe. Here's my quote. I would rather face the terrorist on a daily basis than give up any one of my freedoms. So if you're willing to give up your freedoms for safety, then you have no problem. I refuse to do that. I refuse to give up my freedoms to have the government attempt to make me safe.
No, I don't like it. I'm just saying, is there a way to securely make the plane without doing something?
Sure, have a relationship with the airline. They know who you are. And if you fly all the time, you'll know.
Thanks, up.
Okay, take care.
Tell Benji he's officially a weirdo. He's out there interviewing. He's in a deep discussion with Jesse Ventura.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Like that was my point about Steve. Is just leave the guests alone. Why do you have to bug the guests, Benji? Like a whole thing. Jesse Ventura wants to just. Hey Jesse, can you just clear something up? Just grab that mic for a second. Benji's annoying the shit out of you, isn't he?
Out there?
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
Can you explain that to my staff that you're trying to get out?
I was getting ready to bitch slap him.
No, but I mean, you're ready to get out, and this guy's got a whole fucking dialogue going on. And you're being nice to him because you're here and you like the show and everything, but he doesn't understand.
No, he grills me and all that. But no, I wanted to tell you, Howard.
Yeah.
My wife and I are contemplating applying for Mexican citizenship.
Really?
But how are you going to be vice president?
Well, because you can have dual citizenship. I'm not giving up my U.S. citizenship. I just want Mexican because I go down there so often. It has benefits, too. In Mexico, when you turn 60, if you're a citizen, they cut your property taxes in half.
Well, that's nice.
So I'm contemplating being, and then maybe, who knows, I could end up the president of Mexico.
That's good.
Do you speak Spanish?
Huh?
Do you speak Spanish?
Of course not. What do you need?
How do you
bother?
Why bother learning the language?
People come here and don't learn this language.
George Bush didn't know the language. He was president.
Well, that's true.
Besides, George, you'd get an interpreter.
Hey, Governor, thanks. I'm sorry Benji was hassling you. Benji, what are you doing? The guy doesn't give a shit about sitting out in the hall and doing an interview.
He just did a whole interview in here.
It's like when I went and did that Piers Morgan show. Every staff member there got me involved in a conversation. They're all nice people, don't get me wrong. At Letterman, they know. Nobody bothers you. Because they know you just want to go home.
Yeah.
What do you think? The governor wants to... how did you get involved anyway with him? Seriously.
This is off limits.
No, come on. Why did you get involved with him?
I thought there was a question that I asked him that I thought was an interesting question. And I thought it was okay, not always, but like in a general little way to sometimes if you're in the hall to do a little question.
Leave him alone. You go do your thing. He's not looking to be interviewed by you.
What was your question?
Yeah. What was the great question?
I don't remember exactly how it started, but it was about if he's okay with luggage being searched for airlines.
Hey, Gary, fire anyone who bothers the guests after they leave. Seriously.
Interesting question. Are you worried about your luggage being searched?
I mean, he sat there. He had to ask him that. The fucking guy just spoke to us for an hour. It's enough. Stop it. Seriously. I'm being serious. Stop it.
Howard,
Leave people alone. He didn't come searching for you, did he? You went and sought him out with this burning question. How far into the interview did you come up with that question?
No. I don't.
George, do you know what I'm talking about? Seriously.
Do,
yeah.
I do.
I mean, when you're on a set, even a movie set, you're trying to work. You can't sit there and entertain everyone.
Howard.
Benji, understand what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
So why'd you do it?
I didn't think. I thought it was okay when we do
what? To go hassle the guests? I just spoke to Steve Langford about that.
You didn't see how hard he was working here. He was answering all the questions. He had to be up and on the whole. Let him go.
No, but hey, who wrote me this? Benji was talking to Jesse through the whole break, not just one question. Come and tell me what Benji does.
Howard.
Yeah. You asked him a series of questions.
No, I asked
Why?
I thought it was okay for us.
Why? But why would he want to sit there and answer your question?
Well, I actually think it was an interesting question. If you see
for who? For you?
Yes.
Not for him.
No, listen, Howard.
He's him. He knows the answer. What was the benefit in doing that? Honestly, I'm not making a bit about this.
I thought it was okay for us to do that.
Jason,
like,
what does he do?
In the hall.
He's a fucking nut. This
well, I'm
Benji.
hearing that Benji does this a lot.
Well, Gary should walk over and say, Benji, get the fuck away from the guests.
But it was a 2-camera shoot when Benji was interviewing.
Of course, that's what he's doing. He's getting
he wants
camera
a camera time.
FaceTime.
It's not necessary. The man's been gracious. He sat here for an hour and answered every one of my questions. I mean, what do you want from everyone? Stop it. This is how I make a living. You're interfering with it. What is it?
Yeah, Tim and I were in the green room and we heard the whole thing. It was quite interesting. There was at one point Benji was asking him about passports or something, but the conversation went to people could smuggle stuff into the country or whatever.
Yeah, and Jesse Ventura
with a gun up their ass, and they were talking about guns up the ass.
Jesse Ventura is being kind and answering your question because he's grateful to the show. He likes me.
Howard, calm
You're
down
using
a second.
me. You're using me, and when I'm used, I feel very violent.
Calm down a second, and I'll
You're
answer.
using me.
Calm down a second, and I'll answer.
Well,
I thought it was fine for us to do that. And
no,
I thought that was like
it is
like
not fine.
interactions
What
in
did
the
you
hall.
hear me talk about with Steve Langford?
That was something like off the show. I thought it was fine.
This is all. The hall is off the show.
I thought little interactions in the hall were fine.
No.
Do you want us to
No.
pull the tape? Do you want to hear the whole thing? We'll pull the tape.
Yeah, I want to hear it. No, you know what? I don't even want to hear it because it's boring, and it's boring to Jesse Ventura, and it's fucking stupid. Ronnie, pull his ass right out of there.
Howard, how many times I've told him?
No.
It doesn't matter who
I said
it is.
take him physically and move him out of the situation.
He's been in the green rooms with Miss Howard TVs, with a stripper, with this one, with that one.
I don't want him involved.
Don't I know your cousin? Do I know your sister? You look very familiar. Have I seen you before
Benji,
somewhere?
it stops today.
Oh, Howard, calm down.
Benji,
you just don't.
It stops today.
Dude,
I'm not.
don't
tell
take
me
out
to
your
calm
anger
down
on me and talk to me like that.
No, don't tell me to calm down, dude.
I'm
This is
telling you
my
to calm
business.
down. This is mine, and this is mine too.
No, it isn't. I've worked fucking 30 years for this. Don't bring my guests into your bullshit.
I'm not. That's bullshit.
Benji, don't do it anymore. Period. I'm your boss, and I'm telling you, don't do it.
Talk to me respectfully.
No. Dude, don't do it. I don't know, but you're not listening, and I'm telling you, don't do it.
I'm absolutely listening.
I started out respectfully, and now I'm getting annoyed. I don't want you pulling your shtick with Jesse Ventura and the other guests.
Dude, listen. Dude, I asked TV before. Oh, is it okay? Is it okay? Are we supposed to
I'm
ask?
telling you, no.
All right, then if you say no, it's no.
No.
But don't act like I fucking did something like as some like thing to use you or something.
That's a use.
How's
You're
it a
using
use?
my success and fame to enable yourself to go out in the hall, and I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're bothering these people. But you can't do that. We're conducting a business. We want guests to come back.
I get it.
You know, I got to tell you something. It would be a long time before I'd go back on Piers Morgan. You know why? They nudged the shit out of you. They had me taping there for an hour and a half for an hour show. They grudged me. You know what that means? It means like then I get off the air and I'm doing an interview for CNN.com. I'm doing an interview for this one now because I'm being gracious. I want to be a nice guy. Once they have me, they took advantage of me. You're taking advantage of me. You're a guy I admire and I like, but you do things that you don't think. I just spoke to Steve Langford about not annoying the guest, and now I'm speaking to you. You're going in the hall. The guy just did an hour in interview. And you know what his thought is? Gee, I go on Stern, and it's like a fucking 3-ring circus when I leave. I got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the Benjis of the world.
I rarely...
All right, thank you. That's it. You don't have to say any more. You're not going to do it anymore, right?
Can I...
Are you going to do it anymore?
Can I discuss
We're done. Are you going to do this anymore?
No.
Okay, we're done.
But
Fine.
you know, you're making...
Your rationale doesn't matter.
No.
It's irrelevant.
I checked and I got permission before I do stuff like that.
Only check with me.
All right.
The other people around here are lunatics.
All right.
So that's what I was going to ask. He's saying that TV had given him permission.
They did?
Is that what he's saying? That's what I'm asking.
Is that true?
I checked.
I will then talk to TV about the
right.
permissions they give. Who is TV? They're supposed to just sit there and videotape. What, are they now writing material? If they're misleading you, then I got a problem with them. Did they mislead you?
I've asked before.
You didn't ask today.
Yes, I did, Rob.
You did.
You did.
So you asked.
All right.
Yes.
But do me a favor. Don't ask anymore.
Okay.
Stay out of it. It's not for you. Are you giving Benji permission to bother the guests?
You're getting
Greg?
permission from Greg?
No, I know I don't get. I know I don't have authority. He just said, "Is it all right if I talk to
Jesse, and I was done interviewing him. So I said, yeah, go ahead. I mean, who am I to say yes or no?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, Benji now doesn't have to ask your permission. He understands he's not to bother the guests, okay?
Can I just tell him no if he...
Don't tell him anything. Say,
Okay.
ask Howard, because I'm not your boss.
Yeah, because the way I see it...
But I've heard a rule around here that we don't annoy the guests.
And I agree. I just didn't know whether to say yes or no. I said, that's your call,
He
not
puts you
mine.
in an awkward position. Thank you.
Yeah.
I get the whole scene. I got it. All right. Benji, I apologize if I spoke to you disrespectfully, but I need you to not bother the guests. I'm saying it as nicely as I can. George, do you understand what I'm saying?
I certainly do.
Yes. He doesn't listen.
I didn't realize he was going out and doing shtick
Robin,
with
calm
the
down.
guests.
What do I know? I sit here. I'm working toward the next thing. Do you understand? I don't know what's going on out in those halls. I can't police them.
Oh, Robin.
It's,
Robin.
You know what it is, Robin?
Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin is right. It's the Wild West out there.
Robin, calm down.
I'm not
Calm down.
uncalm.
She's calm as can be. I'm the one that's tanked up.
Listen, I rarely talk to celebrity guests.
All right.
And
And make it even more rare, like
but
never.
when I do, I've always
Fred,
checked.
why doesn't he
You
understand
didn't
it?
check with anybody
Fred,
who
I'm working
really
with
knew.
you. I'm working with you 30
thick.
years. I see you when the guests leave. You don't even fucking. In fact, in
thick.
a creepy way, you don't even acknowledge them.
Well, I try not to bother them
love it.
because I figure
Good.
they're on their way out. They've just done a half an hour or an hour of an interview. The
Can I
last
tell
thing
you
they want to be
something?
doing is
Fred,
involved in pleasantries.
Isn't it true when you're raising dogs, the older dog can teach the younger dogs? Is that true?
This is true, but I think
now,
Benji is untrainable.
You're the older dog.
Benji's
no,
he is untrainable.
a brain damaged dog.
Follow.
He is. I think.
Fred, Benji, follow Fred. Learn from example.
I think he
I'm
got
gonna
hit
start
in the
following
head.
you around.
You know why Fred's with me all this time and he does well for himself?
Probably he's good at what he does.
He's smart. He's smart. And you're smart too, but you don't say no to yourself.
Not when it comes to that.
Right. You can do it. Okay? Control yourself. You can be a pro. You go on Letterman, Paul Schaefer doesn't run back and have conversations with you.
Doesn't chase you out.
Doesn't chase you out.
Asking questions about
He
passports.
went in one day. I had Andrew Dice Clay here. Benji runs in, starts kissing him.
And I checked with you first.
And what did I say? What did I say?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
But of course, before I kiss someone, I would check with you.
That's right.
All right. Can
So
I kiss George?
So why wouldn't you? Yeah, go ahead. Kiss him.
Here he comes, George.
Leave George alone. He doesn't want to kiss you. Come on, maybe he does.
I don't know.
George, you want him to kiss you?
He wasn't shying
Go
away.
ahead. He wants it. He wants it. Go ahead.
kiss him.
Go ahead and kiss
Go
him.
kiss him,
Go ahead.
Benj. Now Benji doesn't want
George,
to.
give him permission.
He's shy. No, I think the request is reasonable.
Here you go.
There it goes.
All right, Benji. Oh! George, you gave him the tongue.
No, I did not.
He just
You
opened his
opened your
mouth.
Benji, why'd you pull back?
Kiss.
Did he put his tongue in?
It could have been about to happen.
You ever kissed another guy?
Just on here, like.
Go ahead and kiss him.
I don't want to. I mean, it's interesting.
He's
but
bashful.
It's not in a sexual way, but to have.
Go ahead and
to
kiss
say
him.
you've made
George
out
says it's okay.
with
George
the
is
guy.
famous.
But Benji, let me say,
okay. Yes.
the request being made of you right now is a reasonable one. You know, because
To make out with you?
No.
Come on.
The interviews and all the other.
George, I
Benji,
get that. I've always
Do
been
you want to
respectful.
kiss George or
Just-
not?
Just say, you understand, rather than
Right.
Arguing.
maintaining a.
Yeah.
I think it would be
defined
funny as
position.
hell to make out with him, but man,
George, are you on microphone? Because you're saying some wise things,
It's a reasonable request.
George, I get that, and I've always done that.
No,
I've
but
always,
you're kind of resistant to.
Yeah, no,
accepting
I'm
it.
resistant when I'm painted in a certain light that's not true. About
It
me.
is true.
No,
You're
it's
not
not.
listening to me.
Yeah, I am.
And I'm trying to teach you. You're
Okay.
a good guy. I want to see you succeed. And I'm telling you, it's inappropriate to go out and bother the guests.
And I don't do that.
Well, you did it today.
I checked, and I thought it was appropriate.
Don't check with Greg Carmel.
Check with anybody.
Checking with Greg Carmel
Now
is
we
ridiculous.
realize.
He
Greg
just
doesn't know.
announces what he's going to do, and then the person just says,
No,
okay.
that's not true. Drew. That's not true.
what-
All
That's
right.
what it
Check
sounded
with
like.
check with me.
All right.
And you know what? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to even bother Howard with this. I'm just not going
I
to do
hope.
it. You're going to see it's going to work for you. Check with Howard because I will tell you what to do. I'm ready to command you. I'm a leader. I will lead you. Greg doesn't lead. I lead. And I will lead you down the right path. When you come to me for guidance, trust me, you'll get the fucking answer. Right, George?
What's the answer?
I think
I don't
George
know.
is still
Benji?
swooning from the kiss.
But kiss Benji, will you?
I still sense a little resentment and defiance.
No, I like that you will want to do it and stuff. I like that.
No. To what he's been saying.
Yes, it's true.
Do you want to kiss George?
No, not the kissing.
Benji's embarrassed.
No, George, I'm a resistance to being painted in a certain way that I'm.
Benji, I only talk to someone like a child who acts like a child.
But Howard, I wasn't.
Okay, but your resistance to my suggestion is very inappropriate.
Because the way you listen, I thought I checked in an appropriate way. I thought TV does have control.
Now, from now on, what are you going to do? Let's say you have an urge to talk to one of the guests out in the hall.
I would check in an appropriate way, which is to check with you.
Thank you. And I guarantee you now, I bet you I'll never hear from you.
Let's be honest. You weren't interested in the answers to those questions. You were just nudging Jesse Ventura.
I mean, what was the point? They're dumb questions.
Well, listen, that's subjective. Maybe you feel it's dumb. Maybe you don't.
But what's the point? You're not on the air. What you needed the answer? You needed the answer about passports?
I thought it was okay in the hall, and I thought that was part of the TV thing.
I see. Okay, all right, I get you.
You know,
fine. Now we're all
Governor
clear.
Ventura is a fascinating man, and we all would like to
have
engage
our
him in
time.
private conversation.
Right.
But you know, there are a lot of us here, so we've got to recognize that.
See what a nice way George says it. You want me to talk to you like that? Benji, Governor
and
Ventura.
Not just say, Shut up,
let me start over again.
You don't have to.
Benji, look at me. Governor Ventura.
Howard,
listen to me. Just listen to me.
You don't have
Governor
to justify.
Ventura is a very, very, very busy man, and all of us would like our private time. I mean, after all, I would love to speak with him as well. But we all respect the fact that Governor Ventura is busy. So
you don't have to justify any kind of behavior that you want here. If you want us to walk, if you want me to skip through the hall,
George,
that's fine.
I'm sensing some resistance. What about you?
I'm sensing resentment as well.
I am as well.
My sensors tell me that.
George, I believe you're correct. He is still resisting. Resistance is futile.
It's a little.
It's a little annoying.
George,
I'm in the middle of this.
Tense,
I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
And that's why
Benji,
we
I
want
love
you to be a little bit more pliant.
Kiss me and be pliant.
He's making sense.
Yes.
Because I would like to have engaged him in conversation. I'm sure all the other people in the corridor would too. But,
George,
he's got to go.
I checked, and I thought it was inappropriate.
All right, now we know, though, right? Now we know.
Got it.
Got it.
All right.
Can I just tell you what?
All right, I have to move on with the news.
Can I just say,
Tsunami.
Greg is upset. He wants me to explain exactly what.
I understand everything.
No, what checking means.
I understand. He wasn't checked with.
Greg
He just
was
said, "Hey, do you
shooting-
mind if I talk to the governor?" And he goes,
And
"Yeah,
Greg goes,
sure. Go
sure."
ahead." I got it.
Wait, I didn't. First of all, I didn't try to pin this on Greg. I said, I checked
Gary,
with TV.
I get it. I understand where Benji's coming from. It's not going to happen anymore because Benji's going to check with me, and I will tell him when it's appropriate to talk to the guest. And the answer is never. So anytime you have the question, you can even do that. Exercise your mind. Should I go to Howard with this? Shorthand. But ask me if you get confused. Thank you. All right. Thank you, George, for stepping in. I appreciate it.
George, how was your kiss?
How was my what?
How was your kiss with Benji?
Unfulfilled.
Still more to be had?
Well, it was aborted. He withdrew too early.
Benji, you've never done that before.
Made out with George?
Right. Well, we really didn't make out.
Yeah, we didn't.
It was just a beginning, It's coitus interruptus.
Do you think there's
kissus interruptus?
Do you think there's any reason this might happen again during the rest of the week?
Well, it's all up to Benji.
I think it probably will.
I'm game.
And gay.
And it's up to him and straight.
We'll see what happens.
Well, there's a little bit of everything in everybody. And maybe we're exploring a little bit of Benji's openness to exploring his full persona. There may be something there. And good for you. Good for you. To not be so rigidly constrained.
Well, some people are gay for pay. I'm gay for decay. Dude, I wasn't saying trying to pin it on you. I've talked to Doug. But I've always checked before you interview someone. Oh, is it cool if I ask something? So.
But how that gets misconstrued as I gave you permission to go up to Jesse and talk to him.
I thought you guys had the authority to do that.
I definitely. But I would never be able to give someone of my rank here would never be able to give someone of your rank permission to do anything.
Is Doug around?
I'm sure, but
No, I've talked to Doug and said, like, you know, he's always been like, yeah, just check with the camera guy, that kind of thing. If you want to, first of all, I rarely talk to a celebrity.
How many times have I
Hey,
told
fuck off, man.
How many times have I told you?
Fuck off.
No,
Seriously,
not
you're being a dick and you know it.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. I gotta go back in. I'd love to continue this later.
How many times have I told you?
Dude, you try to be a dick.
I don't try to be a dick.
Yes, you do.
No, I try to enforce the fucking rules.
Yes,
here.
you do, man.
Yes, Richard and Sal went through the same thing. You don't see them in there anymore.
Calm down.
I'm just telling you, man, you don't listen. You don't give a fuck until you get fucking...
I don't have a free moment. I got to drop down to 2 days a week. He won't let me.
Look, he's looking at you saying, this is not where you cut. If you got to cut something, this is not where you cut.
That's exactly what he's saying. He's saying, cut something else out of your life because you need this.
That's right.
Yeah, he says, I don't need patience. You need this. You need to be...
Don't look at this as the lost leader.
I said to him, listen, I have been coming 3 and 4 days a week for 13 years.
Has it been that long?
He says, it's not about the years. I go, well, but I said, what are you looking for in me?
What are you trying to get to?
Yeah, because I'll fake it. Anything to get out of here. So he gave me a list of things why I'm in therapy. He had to remind me and tell me, he says, look, if you go 2 days a week, you're going to be coming here the rest of your life. Do you want to settle this once and for all and get your shit together? Come 3 days a week. I said, how long before I see results?
You have seen results now, stop.
I'm insane.
But what was on this list? Were you...
Well, there are things I need to work on. I'd rather not share with you.
But you agreed with the list.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did. I agree with the list. He's right. But you know what it is, Robin? Look, I need free time. I am so busy with the meeting. Don't ask me what I'm meeting about, but I'm meeting every minute.
Yeah.
And just the business phone calls and the day-to-day life stuff. And, sometimes you need time to sit and read a magazine. That's what we do for, listen. Like the other day, I'm reading Rolling Stone with that maniac, Phil Collins. Then it comes up on the air. In other words,
that's great.
I'm
great
doing
stuff.
my homework. Boy, is that guy nuts.
I got to read that article. You've intrigued me. I can't imagine Phil Collins is upset.
He won't. First of all, who even knew he was upset? If he didn't drag attention to himself by saying, everybody goofs on me, everyone considers me a lightweight.
Who mentioned him?
Nobody. He's in this article ranting and raving that I guess Liam Gallagher of Oasis used to make fun of him on stage. Now, the guy from Oasis is gone for 20 years already.
And it's on stage. How many people are seeing it?
No one's seeing it. He says, everyone's against me. Everyone considers me to be the guy who ruined Genesis. I'm saying, really? Who the fuck cares? He goes, Genesis with Peter Gabriel as the lead singer. They were a progressive rock band. I took over and we had tremendous hits, 20 hits in a row, pop hits. And everyone says I ruined Genesis. So I go, okay. He says, and then I can't drum anymore because I have a bad back and I can barely hold drumsticks. Look at my hand. This guy's psychotic. Now he can't hold the drumsticks. Listen, he's in real pain, but he needs to go see Dr. Sarno. You know that.
Yeah.
But go talk to him.
Well, listen to him. Obviously, he's got issues.
Then he's holed up in Sweden or somewhere. I forget where. But
yeah, I know he's over in one of those places you run for tax.
Collecting Alamo.
Amnesty.
He's collecting Alamo memorabilia. He has the largest collection of the Alamo, and he's telling the interviewer, look at this Bowie knife. I'd run right out of the room. Look at this Bowie knife. It's the exact knife that Davy Crockett held. And even the interviewer's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're British. What do you care about the Alamo?
I don't know, but he's got a huge collection of human teeth, too, like from the Alamo. And, I mean, what the fuck is he doing? There's a reason he has the largest collection, because nobody else cares.
Yeah. Everybody gives him that crap.
Yeah, and then he can't do music anymore. He can't write music. And his 3 marriages, each marriage was a disaster.
Worse than the next, huh?
I mean, the guy's a lunatic. I love him.
You love him because he's worse than you.
Yeah, and he's not in therapy. And I was thinking that. I said, listen, Phil Collins isn't in therapy. What am I doing here?
And he sounds like he's having a wonderful time.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's having a good time. He's with the Alamo memorabilia. His Davy Crockett's hat or something.
He's probably, has he got one of those displays where he has everything set up?
Everything's behind glass, like nicely displayed. They said it, the writer was kind to him, but I think the writer figured he better get out of there before it turns into Silence of the Lambs.
Before he uses that Bowie knife on him.
Yeah, it's funny. And he's obsessed with the guys from Oasis saying that he ruined Genesis.
they can't even keep themselves together.
Right. But, I need free time. That's my point.
Well, don't look for it from your therapy.
Because I'm in the middle of something, then I got to run to therapy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
It interrupts my
but-
day. Robin, there's a reason you left, too.
What?
Therapy.
I'm
you're
doing,
back in.
Yeah, right.
1 day a week?
Yes.
That ain't therapy. According to my
I'm
guy.
just talking to somebody.
And believe me, you crossed my mind. I go, Robin's really fucked up. And she doesn't even go to therapy. She goes 1 day a week. How does she get to go 1 day a week?
Well, don't go to therapy and use that time for yourself.
Oh, my
Right.
God, George.
See? That's what I said. I just want to cut down to 2 days a week.
Save money, and that time is yours.
He
and
won't
you
let
can
me.
Read magazines or
He
whatever
won't
you want
let
to do.
me.
George, do you want Howard to have a happy life?
I think he'd be happier.
How much more life do I have? I'm an old dude.
Well, none of it's been happy. I hope you'll have at least one happy year.
A happy year, forget it. We're working on a happy day.
Move to Sweden and start collecting Waterloo memorabilia.
Waterloo.
Napoleon's.
Right,
George
I know.
doesn't care about you. George could care less if you're miserable.
I'll be
No,
94.
I don't.
I'll be 94 and
I
finally.
want everybody to be happy.
I can't wait to be cured at 94. I can't go through this another 13 years.
Well, who said it was another 13 years?
I don't know. I think he's saying
If
it.
you cut down to 2 days, maybe that will be another 13 years.
How about I stop completely like you did?
Oh, God.
I'm sick of it.
So then you'll have to go back.
Well.
I don't understand all this dependence on therapy.
Oh, my goodness, George.
Right.
Why do
Me too.
people go to therapists?
Because I'm fucked up.
But you're wonderfully.
I mean, you have no idea how deeply fucked up I am.
Why and how?
Why? I can't relate to anybody.
Oh, you relate to so many people.
No, this isn't
you're a
relating to
brilliant
people.
interviewer.
This isn't relating to people. This is my job.
Yes, and
That I
you
do
it
well. That's about all I do well. That's it.
And
everything else is a disaster.
Aren't you happy doing what you're doing?
Yeah, at work.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not even happy with that.
Why?
Because I neurotically obsess over it.
But you're good at it. You're the best.
Yeah, but I don't feel that way.
Why?
That's the point.
Here we go.
That's why I need therapy.
Fundamental.
Well,
you
that's
have
why
no
I need...
reason to feel that way.
Well, but that's what I feel. You can't. I don't have a control over it. That's the problem. I'm trying to work my way out of it.
A deep down
bad feeling.
insecurity.
Not insecurity, but a bad feeling about everything.
Why?
And then I think everything's
it's
doom and
unfathomable
gloom.
to me.
Doom and gloom.
Why should you feel that way? You're doing.
But of
something
course, I
you
shouldn't
do
feel that way.
well.
It goes into a lot of things. That's why you got to be in therapy.
You know, I'm baffled by all.
George, you're talking sense. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
That's why
Doesn't
he's
make
in
sense.
therapy.
I mean, sure, we all have problems, but
You know what I
don't
love
go to a
about you?
therapist,
I know you don't go to a therapist.
and I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You've got it together. Maybe you got what you needed in life. I walk around generally angry.
Why?
Well, that's why I'm
People
in
love
therapy.
you?
I don't.
Oh, my
but George,
It's
no matter how many
unfathomable.
times you
You
tell
have
me
no
people love
reason
me,
for it.
I'm angry all the time.
At what? At whom?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yes.
But,
What is it?
But if I knew the answer, I wouldn't be in therapy. I'm
Well, then
angry.
if you don't know
I
the
walk around
answer-
angry like. "Argh."
Why should you be angry?
Well, that's why I'm in therapy. That's
We
what I'm trying to
love
get. I'm trying. Yeah, you love me, but
Yes.
I've got to not be angry.
Why? I mean,
I don't want to walk around angry.
George, you're not a good therapist.
No, I'm not a therapist, and I don't.
You're
claim
not?
to,
You're kidding.
And it's beyond
George,
my
you asked
understanding.
why I'm in therapy. I'm walking around angry.
And I can't understand why you should be angry.
That's why you go to therapy, because I can't understand it either.
Well, I could find things, that I can't understand.
Right.
And I don't.
So do you
need a
sometimes you
therapist
need?
for
Well,
it.
you don't need a therapist because you don't need answers. You're happy all the time. You walk around happy with Brad and those plays and sucking each other's dicks, and you couldn't be happier. Maybe dick sucking is what I need to do. Let me see your dick.
Try it? Have
No.
you tried it?
No, I haven't.
Well, maybe you
It's not
might
my
find
thing.
happiness.
Yeah, well, maybe. Who knows? But I mean, you were just flitting around with play. What'd you do last night?
We had dinner with friends.
That would
from London.
that would make me insane right
Why?
there. I don't want to have dinner with friends.
Wonderful restaurant. at Columbus Circle.
I just want to be alone with Beth at the restaurant.
Oh, well,
I want your friends gone.
there are wonderful places where you can have just the two of you.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. There's something wrong that I don't enjoy. My dinner with friends.
Why do you not?
I invite people over and then I wish they would leave. Now, do you think that's normal?
No.
No. Okay, so there's a problem.
And have you thought on why you have that problem?
Yes, that's why I'm in therapy. When I ask myself the question, I can't come up with the answer.
You know, I think you complicate things unnecessarily.
Well, perhaps, listen, if I was a guy who didn't have the means to go to therapy, or if I was, I would just live with it. I'm fine. I can function perfectly. I'm not a guy who's on medication. I function and I go through life like a dynamo, you understand? But I wouldn't mind settling down and enjoying some aspects.
You know, it's because you know that there are people called therapists. If you didn't know that,
well, then I couldn't go. Right. So
so
I tried it, and it does help me. It helps me to understand
It has
myself.
improved the quality
but you
of his
still
life.
are angry, you say.
I am angry.
So
That's right.
It hasn't helped you.
Well, it's helped me in other areas.
I mean, he's less angry.
Right.
Trust me.
Yeah. See?
I've never known you to be, well, I mean, yeah, there are times when you are angry, legitimately.
Getting annoyed with you right now.
Am I?
No, I don't.
Am I annoying you?
Yeah.
But I just don't understand this thing about therapists and people, how dependent
If you
they
feel,
get.
yeah, I don't feel dependent. The problem is I'm ready to walk away at any time. I think I don't need a therapist.
Why don't you?
That's the
Try it.
problem. Because if I wasn't in therapy most of my life, and I'm telling you, I went through the motions. I want to be human and feel things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I want to be more involved with people. When I sit and talk to Robin, I want to be more, like, I'm not talking about on the air. When I'm off the air, I want to be more there for her. Do you understand?
Oh, but maybe because, the relationship and the conversations that you have on the air are engaging, interesting, and you really connect with people. Maybe you should.
But I need to be there for my wife too. Like, I'm a better husband because now I connect better with my wife. I hear what she's saying.
Good.
But that happened through therapy. That wouldn't have happened any other way.
Oh, I'm sure you would have found a way to connect with people without the therapist.
No. No.
You do it.
No, I didn't recognize this in myself.
George, you're killing us.
We're boring, Robin.
The problem is, you know what? He's right. I'm going to quit today.
I think you should.
That's right.
All right.
Because you have the stuff in you.
And when his life falls apart, George, are you going to be responsible?
When Beth
I'm
leaves
so
me,
confident that he can handle it. Yes,
but
I
when
will take
it falls apart,
I always
waggle your finger at me,
George. I always handled life. I have no problem handling life. I can handle my life. But I would like the quality of my life to be somewhat better. I understand where I'm missing out a lot. I see people doing things and reacting to things in a different way than I do.
We all have.
They're more connected.
Like, there are some conversations that you have that I know nothing about and I have absolutely no interest in, and I just step back and listen to you.
George, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you have close friends?
I do.
People you call on the phone frequently and share your life with?
We travel together, yes.
Okay, ask Howard if he has that.
Do you have that?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why don't you?
I'm not interested.
You're not interested in having friends?
No.
Why?
Why? That's a good. Do you think that's normal?
Well, everybody is different. You all have.
I'm suspicious of everyone.
Well, maybe that's a quality that you have.
Well, that's right. I don't like that. Why can't I trust a few people?
Because we are all different, and we have this.
But I don't
brief
like
moment called our lives.
I would like to know why I'm different.
Because you are. And Robin is different, and I'm different. Benji's different from each other.
But what if I'm not?
And that's what makes life and this world so interesting.
So I should walk around miserable and angry.
No.
And not do anything about it.
If you recognize diversity, then you recognize the reality.
But what do I do about
happy.
me? I recognize diversity. I recognize that you're happy, and I recognize that I'm miserable and angry. So why shouldn't I try to work on that? It's not life-threatening. It's not that I can't go through life. I can function. Look at me. I'm a dynamo. But I would like to understand myself and open up a little bit and not be so angry and miserable.
Maybe you should take some time off and meditate, ponder on.
I do meditate. I've been meditating since I'm 18 years old, and that's helped too.
Good.
These are things I do to help myself.
And you think that work keeps you from having more
work makes me nuts.
Well, work
everything makes me nuts. Everything irritates me.
Maybe you should quit work.
I was going to quit work, and then I was afraid because I figured I'll be miserable there, too. I wanted to quit.
Maybe you might make peace with the fact that you
what
are a miserable type.
No, I don't want to walk around miserable. I want to get better.
Well, do I want to be more than what I am? Sometimes I do. But, you make
couldn't
your
be
peace
any
with
more
who you
annoying
are.
right now.
Well, that's who I am.
Right.
I'm interested in people, and I like the people I like.
I would like to be interested in people, too.
Yeah.
Just like you. I like to flit around and, have dinner parties.
I do not flit.
Well, come on. Your feet are almost off the ground. I see you. You walk around. You go to theater. No, I mean the highest praise if I flit.
Flit?
You flit around. I see you're the life of the party. You go on a Star Trek cruise and it doesn't piss you off. There's something amazing about that.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I like
you're
people.
there with mutants and you don't even get upset.
Infinite diversity and infinite combinations.
I admire you.
You have your whack pack, and some
I
people
enjoy
will say,
them on the air.
He's not hanging out with them.
Yeah, you're hanging out with the whack pack and having a good time.
Only
You're there
for
on a boat
brief
with them.
Period of time.
On a boat. How long are those
On
cruises?
A boat. Sometimes a weekend, sometimes a week.
That's an amazing thing. And you walk off happy.
Well, as I say, there are compartments.
I would see, if I would walk around like this, I'd be like, I got to go do a fucking Star Trek cruise. Jesus Christ. I mean,
I have colleagues who do that.
Yes, I would be like
You know
this.
who they are.
Well, I would be like, yeah, I know, William. So do you want me to be like William Shatner the rest of my life, miserable?
There are certain people that I want to see be complete.
Wouldn't it be amazing if William
I don't
Shatner
care about him.
had the ability to open up his heart and say to you, George, I'm so sorry that we didn't get along on Star Trek and I've been acting like a horse's ass.
It's not just me. It's all the rest of
Yes, but wouldn't you be proud of William if he could grow as a person and see that he's a misery?
Yeah, but he.
So how do you think he's going to do that?
He inflicts that on the people he works with.
Right. So don't you?
Don't.
Yeah, but I can also be miserable. You don't want to see me. I'm not like William Shatner, but you don't
make
want
other people happy, and you feel miserable about that.
That's
fact.
right. That's right.
And I think that's a laudable thing. The making other people happy is a laudable thing. And because we love you, we want you to be as happy as
all right.
the
so
people
how
that you
would
make
I?
happy.
So how would I get there? Therapy. It's a conclusion.
Not necessarily.
Not
Sometimes
necessarily.
You can
but
find
for
it in
me,
yourself.
Well, I have been unable to find it in myself.
Yes, you
I'm
can.
not I can't.
You have helped
I'm not
other
introspective like that.
You have helped so many people that.
Why do
call
you
in
assume I can help myself with that? I don't
Because
even like.
you've helped
When
other
I'm
people.
alone, I never think of myself. I shut down completely. I don't feel any emotions or anything.
Then
I need
you
someone to bring that
meditate.
out. I do meditate.
Think on why is it, or to be one with.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Well, you go to a therapist too.
He is annoying me.
He is. It's like talking to a wall.
Let me
He
ask you
keeps
something.
saying the same thing. He won't listen.
Do you think Brad should lose weight?
I would like him to.
Okay,
yes.
he's fat now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
I wouldn't call it fat.
Why do you think
he's more substantial?
Don't you think being fat makes him miserable?
I think he doesn't really care.
And what do you think of that trait? That he doesn't
maybe
care about his appearance.
I need to make my peace.
No, but
with
what do you
that.
think about him? That he doesn't care about how he looks or feels.
I tell him, it's.
And you're not getting through to him, are you?
What?
You're not getting through to him.
I'm not.
So don't you think, no matter how much he thinks about it, he's still in a bad place? And maybe if he went to a therapist, he could work through why he's eating so much?
Maybe the problem is with me.
No.
Maybe I should accept him.
You're
as
not
he
the
is.
no. That's not the problem.
His father was slim. His brother is slim, and I don't know why he.
But you know it's not healthy for him. And if he wants to change that and care, wouldn't he need some help with that? Of course, he can
you
meditate
think a
all day.
therapist will get him slim?
A therapist could say to him, "What's going on?" and let's take a look at this.
He's had a trainer, and that didn't work.
Right.
He had a gay trainer, and that didn't work. So I got
the gay
him
trainer didn't work.
Straight trainer didn't work, and a gay trainer.
I
didn't
got
work.
him a straight woman trainer too, and that didn't work either.
Did you think the problem was that it was a straight trainer? Maybe it was a sexy gay trainer would work. Where did you find the gay trainer at your gym?
Oh yeah,
and you knew right away he was gay.
Oh, he was open.
And what was your theory about that? Getting him a gay trainer, that maybe it would motivate him to be with another gay man.
And there are other guys that look good.
Right.
That didn't work, and I thought maybe he needs someone that is straight and a woman.
Right.
So that all that element is gone, the thing of sexual attraction.
Right.
And that didn't work either.
Well, maybe
and
you
she
need
was
therapy.
Good. She was tough, but she was friendly.
Did you ever consider therapy for him?
No, I did not.
Do you ever consider therapy for yourself to get over the hang-up that he's fat?
No, I did not.
So there you go. Maybe you need help with that.
Yeah, maybe
you both need a gay therapist. Think about it.
All right, good advice. We will look into that.
I'm in the George Takei loop.
I know.
I love him. Can we bring back internment camps and put George in one?
Oh, Jesus.
Now there's a mouse wheel that we can run in. Yes.
No, you're a tough guy to argue with. I bet you. Now I understand why Brad's eating so much.
Brad, if
poor
he's
Brad.
got to argue with George.
You're tough to argue with. You really are. You're a taskmaster.
Maybe you're
a tyrant.
Too single-minded, and I think I'm right.
I'm surprised you're not open. I'm surprised you're not open to these things.
To
therapy.
A therapist.
I would think you were. You're so progressive.
Well, I see you as someone who has
it all together.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But
It's
just
an
because you
illusion.
see him that way doesn't mean he feels that way.
Yeah, right. And I can't understand what goes on in his mind.
Listen, I'm not a complete fuck up. I could get through life without
you're
therapy. I
brilliant at
did.
it.
Listen to me. I go home, I relax, I do. But I would rather not be so angry all the time and have issues all the time, and then
And you don't
make other
exhibit
people
that.
do things for me where I could probably be more independent and more. I don't exhibit that on the air. You only see me on the air. Here I'm a god, but when I go home, I don't function so well.
Do you know he doesn't know where he lives? If he was left out on the street, he couldn't find his way home from here.
I don't know how to get here.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
can.
Put me
and
on the
he
street.
doesn't live that far
If it
away.
weren't for Ronnie driving you, couldn't get home.
I have no idea. Now, that's something wrong with
If
that.
we put you out of the
I would
building,
never get home. I would never see home again. Now, there's
I
something
feel a
wrong
little
with
tugging at my leg.
No, it's true, George.
No. I don't even know where this is, where we are right now. I don't know what floor we're on. I don't know how we get here every day. I don't know how I get in the building. I just get here. Someone in other words,
brings you here.
I'm like a baby wrapped in a blanket with
There
mommy
you are.
taking me around.
There's the problem.
That's
you
the
feel
problem.
Like you don't have control over
Right.
your
So
life.
how do I get rid of that? If I keep buying into that, it's a good thing.
Get rid of Ronnie.
Right.
Get rid of all
Then
the
we'll
people
never
that
see him.
guide you
He'll
and
never
direct
get
you.
here.
How will I
And
get
you
here?
You are a very self-reliant
I'm afraid
guy.
to make the move
You
to get
will
rid of
find
Ronnie.
your way around. You will.
If I get rid of Ronnie, you mean I got to? What am I going to do?
You will. You'll ask people. People will. Well, you
And
you don't
walk
wanna
through
give,
the street?
Give your address.
Right.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, you're going to ask people? How's he going to ask people where he's supposed to
Ronnie, sorry, you're fired.
go? Did you hear what he
Ronnie,
just said?
sorry, I lost you your
You'll ask
job.
people.
He's going to have you asking everybody on the street where to go.
Right. Wow.
We're too dependent on others.
That's right.
We can be self-reliant.
I'm too dependent on others.
You are. And
Listen.
maybe that's why
Listen,
you're angry.
I'll give you an example.
You're frustrated.
Like this Jackie used to abuse the shit out of me.
Oh, God.
Ask Robin and Fred. He would constantly this, that, and the other thing. And I figured, well, I can't get rid of Jackie because I need him. Anyone I have, all of a sudden I develop a dependency.
Mm-hmm.